No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what media? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Nigeria watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Nigeria what you.
Following last week's tragic event that happened in Benue State, terrorists massacred more than 200 persons, and the Nigerian government refused to react to it in any official capacity. No government agency or spokesperson of Tinubu ever reacted to the tragic event. In fact, Tinubu didn't react to it, but he had the time to post a condolence message to India. In that message, he condoled with the Prime Minister Modi on the plane crash that happened in India, which was also a very tragic event. It was after he posted that message that Nigerians started calling him out. What about your own country? Charity should begin at home. You haven't condoled the people of Benue State, but you are condoling Indians that are far away from your own country, as if he's there to govern to impress others instead of impressing his own people. Now, P2B has reacted. He has joined forces with Nigerians, calling out Tinubu for not showing empathy to Nigerians. In a message he posted on his verified X handle, he said, "What cannot be hidden is leadership. Leadership of a nation is such that it is either succeeding or failing. None can be hidden. There are critical areas of leadership that must exist for a nation to move forward. And these are summed up in 4 C's: competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Where these 4 are non-existent, there is no magic you can do. It's in this line that I have always maintained that we must move away from voting based on tribe and religion and begin to vote for people with competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Because we have all seen painfully what leadership without these qualities has done to our country. Competence, because Nigeria today needs a leader who understands the issues, who has the knowledge, experience, and clear ideas to solve them. Capacity, because it is not a ceremonial position. It requires strength, stamina, and the mental energy to confront our complex challenges. And above all, leadership must be rooted in character and integrity, because without integrity, public trust collapses, corruption thrives, and selfishness takes over. But perhaps most importantly, we need compassion, because when a leader lacks compassion, human lives are treated as statistics and suffering is ignored. Sadly, the evidence is right before our eyes. Recently, we witnessed severe flooding in Niger State that claimed nearly 200 lives, with many still missing, yet not even a single presidential visit. This in a nation where the scene of the tragedy is less than an hour away by helicopter. Just days ago, over 200 Nigerians, innocent men, women, children, and even soldiers were massacred in Benue State. Again, no presidential visit, no physical presence at the scenes of pain, no genuine national mourning, no leadership face to comfort the grieving or give hope to the people. Yet, we have seen what true leadership looks like elsewhere. In India, after a plane crash killed nearly 200 people, the Prime Minister was physically at the scene within hours. In South Africa, when floods claimed 78 lives, the President went personally to the affected communities, stood with them, and took responsibility. That is leadership with compassion. That is leadership that understands the value of human life. But here in Nigeria, we have normalized leadership without empathy, without accountability, and without a human face. That is why I insist Nigeria does not need another president. Nigeria needs a leader with competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Until we choose leaders on these principles, the cycle of pain will only continue. There's no other way to put it. What Tinubu said in this message is the stark reality. He took Tinubu to the cleaners. But seriously, why would any patriotic Nigerian, whether he supports APC, Tinubu, or anybody else, why would that person not see the light, not see the truth, not agree with what he said in this message? Is Tinubu bigger than the president of South Africa? Is Nigeria richer than South Africa? Is Nigeria richer than India? Or is Tinubu bigger than the Indian Prime Minister? But here we are, they humble themselves. The Indian Prime Minister visited the only survivor from that ill-fated air crash. Also, the South African president visited the victims of flood, despite the fact that the victims and the casualties were not as high as the victims of the flooding in Niger State. But he didn't think it through that he needed to visit. He felt, I'm the king. Even if I have to do something, they will have to come to Abuja and see me because I'm the king. Now, to top it off, after P2B wrote this message, he now released a statement saying that he will find out time out of his busy schedule to visit Benue State on Wednesday. So you can see, after being dragged by Nigerians on social media, he finally climbed down from his high horse and decided to do the right thing. But what busy schedule is better than human lives? You are a very busy person, but whatever you are doing being busy doesn't reflect on the lives of Nigerians. Because if you are busy tackling insecurity, people wouldn't be massacred on a daily basis across Nigeria, across the Middle Belt and other hotspots around the country. So this is the reality. All indices, all metrics of the economy, all of them are in the negative, despite the fact that he's claiming to be a very busy man. So he's been busy destroying Nigeria and killing Nigerians. Yes, that's what it means. Because if he is truly that busy, if they are not politicking, look at this image, they released it around the same time the massacre happened in Benue State. Without shame, they released this image instead of condoling with the people, all the people that have been losing their lives across the Middle Belt. Instead of condoling with them or even releasing a message, they released a photo about politics. Everything to them is politics. You have to be alive first before playing politics, before even talking about their country. If you no longer exist, you don't know anything concerning a country. You are not talking about patriotism. You have to be alive. You have to have hope in the country before you talk about patriotism. The country must be doing something for you before you become patriotic. Patriotism doesn't come automatically. No, it is like give and take. If the country gives you something, you have to pay back something in return. And that thing you are paying back in return is that patriotism. But here, they feel that you can measure patriotism, that anyone that suddenly starts following the government and supporting whatever they are doing has suddenly become more patriotic than the other. They don't know that patriotism is different from loyalty to an individual. Yes, if you are loyal to Tinubu, you can't be loyal to an individual and claim to be loyal to your country. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. If you are loyal to your country, you must call out all the wrong things they are doing, because Nigerians handed the leadership over to them. They are supposed to make sure things work. But in a situation all the things are in reverse gear, Nigerians were living better lives before they came to power, and you continue supporting them. No, you are being loyal to individuals, you are not loyal to the country. Because if you are loyal to the country, you will not support the country's economy being destroyed. Yes. And to all the people that made excuses for him, making laughable excuses why he shouldn't visit accident scenes or places where people were massacred, he has now turned around and called you fools. Yes, that's what it means. Because you're busy in the streets, on social media, everywhere, making excuses on their behalf, and the person you're making excuses for has now turned around and said, okay, I will visit the place. So you must stop supporting individuals or being loyal to individuals. You have to be loyal to the country called Nigeria. And if you're loyal to the country called Nigeria, you will always be thinking in the national interest, in the people's interest, not the interest of individuals. This is how patriotism works. And to think that the same Tinubu criticized Goodluck Jonathan when he was in opposition. There was nothing he didn't say to Goodluck Jonathan about insecurity. They told him that the buck stops at his table. Today, they are shifting blames. They are even making laughable excuses to the extent that they are saying that people should hold their local government chairmen accountable for insecurity, when they don't even command the police. Some take it a notch higher, claiming that people should hold their governors to account, not the person that commands the police, all the armed forces, and all security agencies in Nigeria. So you can see, it is not about following individuals or just supporting for the sake of support. It is about supporting the right thing, because injustice knows no one. It can't identify you by tribe or religion or any way. It can knock on your door any day, and that will be your day of injustice. Recently, one APC chairman was kidnapped. APC at the local level, maybe local government chairman or even ward. Maybe that chairman might have been part of those that keep supporting bad governance, keep supporting anything just because it is their own man that is in power. And the worst part in that situation was the fact that he paid ransom. But at the end of the day, they still took the ransom and took his life. So these are the issues. Stop supporting individuals. Stop being loyal to a human being. Be loyal to your country. If you're loyal to your country, you should call them out whenever they are doing the wrong thing. Kidnapping shouldn't exist in Nigeria to start with. Yes, they are in leadership. They should take charge and do all the right things to make sure Nigeria works for everyone. If Nigeria starts working, the people in power today wouldn't even need to campaign in the next election. Yes, that's the reality. Nigerians are nice people. They will vote for them. They will even campaign for them in the airwaves on social media to say, things.
So 200 people lost their lives in Benue. 200 women, children, and elderly lost their lives. The question is this: how is it possible for 200 people to get killed in cold blood in an operation that is reported to have taken place for hours without the presence of the military, the DSS, the police, and others? And it happened. Nobody has been arrested. There is no report of any of the perpetrators being killed. How is this possible? For 200 persons to be killed, it means that at least 200 people invaded that village. How do 200 persons invade a village or even a town, you can call it a small town because it's on a major road. How does that happen without almighty DSS having intelligence report, Defense Intelligence Agency, National Intelligence Agency, Nigerian Police, Nigerian Security, Civil Defense? How does that happen? It reminds me of what Abacha said. If insurgency goes on for more than 48 hours, government knows about it. So can we say that Tinubu, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, is complicit? Or do we just spin it to failure of intelligence on the part of the security agencies? Do you really want to tell me and tell Nigerians that there was intelligence failure on the part of DSS? That DSS did not know? That the Nigerian police, their special squad, did not know? That the Nigerian military, Air Force, Navy, and Army, with all their intelligence agencies, did not know? I find that hard to believe. Trust me. I think that they know. I think they knew. They just simply failed to act, perhaps, on instruction. Instruction from whom? Those are the questions we should be asking. This needless loss of lives in Benue, they say 200, but you and I know the figure is way more than that. From the video that Very Dark Man posted, even the witnesses say it's more than that. So the question is this. Or, let me just make a statement. The needless loss of lives of 200 Nigerians in Benue is what you get when you have puppets as leaders of a country or a state. Am I saying that our president and our governors are puppets? It looks like that. We were in this country when Boko Haram was ravaging Nigeria in the northeast, in Borno, before 2015 elections. And Jonathan managed to get executive outcome, a private military contractor, to dislodge them. And in 2 weeks, they made considerable gains. They pushed back Boko Haram a lot. But what happened after Buhari came into power? We have the CEO of Executive Outcome say on record in an interview granted to Al Jazeera that the Buhari administration, that Buhari gave instruction to send them packing on the instruction of the then Obama regime. Is it possible that this is exactly what is happening here? You know, it's easy to say it's Fulanization, it's land grab. Yes. From where I sit, those are involved. It could be. And then the president says, let them go and settle. Is it possible that there is a hidden agenda that we are all not talking about beyond just Fulanization or land grab or farmer header clashes, you know? Is it possible? Very, very possible. It looks like the hands of the president are tied by the people that have something on him. You cannot tell me that the DSS, do you know what DSS is? DSS that has access to equipment that can out of thin air capture packets of data and know what people are sending to each other via email, via text, via WhatsApp. DSS did not know about this beforehand, did not know about it while it was happening. No, you cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that the Nigerian police did not have intelligence. No, this is not a failure of intelligence. Don't tell me it is. What happened in Benue is what you get when you have puppets as leaders. How can 200 people lose their lives in a country that has numerous security agencies, even if it was only DSS? DSS. I don't think anybody will be able to perpetrate that kind of evil. DSS Sabi, there's Sabi. And they are equipped, they are armed to the teeth. DSS cannot tell me that they did not have intelligence that this was going to happen. For 200 people to be killed, you need at least 200 people to have invaded. And the invaders came, they tackled the police. Police could not send reinforcement. They raided for hours, killing innocent women, children, and youths. And not just killing them, burning them. And the military could not respond. The police could not send reinforcement. And we have an NSA in this country. What you have in Benue is what you get when you have puppets as leaders. Now, my heart goes to those that have lost their families and loved ones. And I solidarize and commiserate with those that are protesting in Benue. But there are questions. What is the result of the protest? I support it. Even though you now have police that could not provide protection for innocent citizens that were slaughtered in their homes and burnt afterwards. And now tear gassing armless protesters and chasing them on the street. It's ironical.
Trending by taking reactions to the opera over the killings in Benue State that claimed over 150 lives in Yelwata. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced on Monday, after facing severe backlash from Nigerians for not visiting the community, that he's set to visit the state on Wednesday, June 18th, to address the escalating violence. The emergency visit will cause him to postpone his previously scheduled trip to Kaduna State until Thursday, June 19th. Tinubu stated that the visit aims to assess the situation firsthand and engage with various stakeholders, including traditional rulers, political and religious leaders, community leaders, and youth groups to find lasting solutions to the crisis.
Why I sympathize with the Benue people. I've spoken to the governor. The leadership and people of Benue should accept our condolences and tried hard very, very consciously to maintain peace, harmony among themselves. I've always said this, that we are one single huge family living in the same house, stay in different rooms, but living together in harmony will be the result of our diversity for prosperity. We should be able to manage our anger and frustrations. I sympathize those who have lost their life. I will adjust my program and go see Benue people on Wednesday.
All right, before Giokbe we continue, I'd like to say this. Listening to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria addressing the massacre that happened or that will be happening, or rather that will be continuously happening across Nigeria, to be precise, Benue State, is shocking. It's really, really shocking. But nobody is going to talk on it like this. Yes, because everybody's romancing the whole situation. Nobody wants to offend anybody. Nobody wants to lose their job. Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to go to prison. And upon all this that you are trying to escape, and it's still happening, Tinubu's speech could not from beginning to the end, condemned the terrorists, the Fulani Herdsmen. Till now, Tinubu have not condemned those people. The first call he placed to the governor of Benue State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, said that the governor of Benue State should embrace, what is it called? There's two words that he used: peace, negotiation, and reconciliation. Yes, negotiation and reconciliation. The president of Nigeria is telling you and I that the only way to sort insecurity, not just in Benue, probably in the whole Nigeria right now, is by true negotiation and reconciliation. As of the speech you just listened to, the president of Nigeria is telling us that they should embrace peace within themselves. In case you don't know what that means, it means Tinubu is trying to tell us that the people that are killing themselves in Benue are the same Benue people by themselves, because probably they are fighting for something that they need to resolve themselves and stop by themselves. In my own digestion, I repeat, in my own digestion, allegedly. Now, there is no end of speech by saying whoever culpable of this satanic act in Benue State must be fished out. Not under my watch will things like this be happening. There's nothing like that. There was someone's smile in the face of my president, of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can see he was calm in approaching the deadly situation that is happening in Benue State. It's very, very sad. Now, our mainstream medias are echoing and re-echoing that Tinubu is visiting Benue State on Wednesday. That is all they have right now on their headline. After so much pressure, both internally and internationally, now Tinubu have no choice than to come out to say, I will be visiting Benue on Wednesday to reschedule my initial appointment for Thursday. In case you want to run away with that, I want to let you know something. Tinubu never have any intentions of visiting Benue State. The reason why he's going there tomorrow is because of pressure. The pressure from international bodies, the pressure from the Nigerians themselves, both home and in abroad. That is the reason why Tinubu wants to visit tomorrow. In fact, we're in trouble. You see, people like us that is speaking now, you might think that how these people they talk, they get to it. We know you get to it. We they talk. Waiting go happen. Make it happen. We are just talking. You wait they listen to me, so I cannot talk. Oh, man, not fall for trouble. You go die. Don't worry. Yes, your death will come one way or the other. If you don't come directly to you, go come to your family members. You that think that there's no need of talking. The parents, our parents, yes, we all have parents who try to control us privately. But remember, our forefathers failed woefully. Our parents, most of our parents, failed woefully, and they are still failing because of their deceitful and scary advice to their children. In things like this, at this particular moment, you will hear parents saying, in Benin language, Lawa, my pikin. In English or in Pidgin, my pikin, I beg, enter house. Not be you want die for Nigeria. It's crazy, disheartening. My heart bleeds to see a video that the very dark man showed to everyone in the world where children were born alive. You need to have a heart to feel that pain within your heart. If you are a heartless human being, you will look at those pictures as a normal picture, a regular pictures that we see every day in Nigeria, and just move on. It is saddening, and it continues to sadden my heart to know that this is where we all find ourselves today. I love my country. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. That is why I'm here. I'm a British citizen. I'm not supposed to be here. I love my country more than any other countries in the world. I want Nigeria to work. That is why I am here. That is why you see I spent 1 year plus in Nigeria straight. I want Nigeria to work. But with what you and I see today, this country is not working, and it's not going to work anytime soon. Every one of you listening to me right now, all the spectators hearing my voice, and those of you that will be replaying back this video, I want you to understand, Nigeria will not work between now to the next 50 years, except, I repeat, except we all come together and speak in one voice. Except we come together to kick against ethnicism, tribalism, nepotism, and favoritism. These are the major things that is killing us today. Most especially tribalism. Because 2027 is around the corner. Although it's not around the corner, the satanic politicians that have been recycling themselves since Nigeria was created, or probably since 1999, have made it look like 2027 is just the next door, whereas now 2 years away. It's baffling to know that politicians are already campaigning 2 years in advance. It's crazy. You that is listening to me today, you are hiding. You don't concern me. You don't concern me. Look where we are today. In my state, Edo State, is already happening. Enugu State, as you can see right there on the screen, Enugu people are already on the run. Look, they are on the run. Part of what we are reporting today. Death toll from Herdsmen attack on Enugu community rises to 12 as residents flee homes. Yes, as of now, it still never concern you. Yes, it never concern you. At this moment now, it don't concern me. It don't concern me. It's crazy. We have turned Nigeria into a scenario of a football club where a striker or players, a midfielder, defenders, all of them will be passing to themselves. Nobody wants to score. Nobody wants to lose the ball. They start passing. Play, it don't concern me. Carry the ball, you don't concern me. Carry the ball, not be my hand, you go square put. Carry the ball, not be my hand, you go square put. That is where we find ourselves today. A lot of us have continuously demonstrated the spirit of hypocrisy amongst we all. The children that is dying today in Benue, their souls are bleeding. Their souls are crying for more of us to speak out. If not, preventing more death will be difficult for us all. When we speak, some of you think we come out here to look for money. Whereas some of you that is thinking that we come out to look for money, probably, I repeat, probably, between now to the next 10 years or for the rest of your life, do not go feel meet some of us for the level where God already put us. It is too late to fail. I'm only privileged to have a platform that I can use to advocate and speak truth to power, to see my country work under my time. I'm privileged. I'm not the owner of YouTube. I'm only subletting. I wish you understand the kind of attack we receive every day. By God's grace, we're escaping all by speaking truth to power. But some of you will look at us. Oh, it may be the money they look for. Whereas till today you have fingers, you could not open a platform and speak truth to power and make the same money. We are in trouble in Nigeria. Nigeria is currently like a house that doesn't have a roof. Whenever it rains, it falls on top of everybody. People that are sharing their tears today, some of you look at them and you mock them. You laugh at them. You skipped and move on to the next level. What a word. We are in big trouble. Our mainstream medias have been all sold out. 99.9%, if I'm not mistaken, of our social media platforms, bloggers, have been all sold out. I refuse to be sold out to any satanic individualisms. I refuse. All my life, I vowed never to dine with these satanic individualisms. I can never, I repeat, 17 June 2025, I can never take a bottle of water from them. After all, many of them are better than them. Yes, you listening to me today, many of them, you are better than them. Because what we look as betterment or as comfort is the money, the figure that you can see. I can never. I choose my life to live my life. Not my mother's life, not my father's life, not anybody's life. My life. Look where we are today. Hypocrisy and continued demonstration of Satanism have led all of us to where we are today. When we speak, some of you attack us. Do you know how many attacks we receive here every day? How many of you noticed yesterday I did not allow my screen to show the people on the screen? Because we received more than 9 attacks just yesterday. Oh, because I don't say it anymore on air. 2 Nigerians were telling me, I cannot see anybody. I cannot say, how is that your problem? Are you the one running the show? Must you see everybody? Do you know what we are facing behind the scene? Do you know how we manage to put these broadcasts daily together? We are in big trouble in Nigeria. Big trouble. I'm not a coward, and I can never be. Whatever happens, let it happen. When the time God says you will leave, you will leave. But before leaving, what did you do with your life? How did you impact people with your life? How did you speak truth to power? None of us is going to live forever. You and I know that death is inevitable. But what are you doing before then? Tomorrow is not promised for no one. But what are you doing today to see this country work in your time? This whole thing is tiring. I'm telling you guys, it's tiring because Nigerians move on so easy. We move on easily. Whatever that happens, you see, we just, oh, okay, next. This is what we are doing now. The first page, they buy 200 people in Benue. Okay, oh, sad. Okay, next. Oh, they are pursuing people in Enugu. They buy 12 for that place. Oh, okay, next. Edo State, Fulani Herdsmen rape a grandma of 82 years old. Okay, sad. Next. In Lagos, they kidnapped so. Oh, very sad. Next. That is what we all are doing right now. It's shocking. I would like us to listen to the hypocrisy delivery of our Rise correspondents.
It appears that the president has heard the plea of Nigerians. But of course, this video also sparked some reactions. And this is from Sugar Boy, who wrote, "When over 200 lives are lost due to banditry, and the response from leadership lacks urgency, empathy, and accountability, it reflects a deep failure in governance and human responsibility. They are not just numbers. These are families, futures, and communities torn apart. It is both sad and shameful." Well, Chooks in response wrote, "In case you're wondering why Wednesday, the Secret Service has a policy that states the president must not visit a location without a 2-day window. This is to allow the security team and the Guards Brigade plan appropriately. In the meantime, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetekun, speaking with the community leaders in Yelwata and Daudu communities in Guma local government area of the state, commiserated with the people and the governor while condemning the killings, which he described as an act of terrorism. The IGP reassured the people of Benue that the Nigerian police force is committed to restoring peace and bringing the perpetrators to justice." Let's take a look.
When one incident happened, hundreds of incidents have been prevented that are not known to the public. So that this happened does not mean that we have not been deploying. We have actually been deploying. We've been working together with the military and with other security agencies to ensure that this reign of impunity of these criminal elements ends. They know the strangers. Once that there is an impending danger, they should please give information to us.
Meanwhile, the governor of Benue State, Hyacinth Aliyah, has said that the recent wave of violent attacks in the state is being carried out by armed herders who entered the state without cattle. Hyacinth also highlighted the genesis of the crisis while speaking with Charles Anyagole on Arise Prime Time on Monday, stating that the state is being attacked by both herders and terrorists. Let's take a look.
A context behind this, the anxieties we started having in this local government spanned as far back
47 and AK-49 rifles, and that after these attacks, new groups often occupy the destroyed communities. The governor also said that, Benue's porous borders remain a concern, with some assailants coming from neighboring Nasarawa and even through the Cameroon borders. What are your thoughts on his, assessment of the whole situation at this moment?
So the first question is, Oji, where is the intelligence? If the governor says that people are coming in from neighboring towns, even from the water, what's the intelligence that blocks them? The other day, somebody was talking about the fact that some intelligence team has been sent in there. How have they been able to comb out the area? Then, what's the crime forensics? See, there is nowhere in the world where a crime is committed and people do not leave trails behind. So even the site of the burning and the killings wasn't even cordoned off in the first place. You see, when we say there's a complete systemic failure in Nigeria, people just think we are just speaking. The crime scene, has it been cordoned off? Are there forensic experts there? Are there people taking surveillance? Are there people that are even able to map out the bullet shells to be able to trace where the bullets are coming from in the first place? So there are many things that have happened in that community. And that's why I'm happy that the security chiefs have gone in there. Let them start their investigation. By now, we should be able to see that some of these perpetrators are being brought to book. It has to be an holistic approach. Secondly, is the humanitarian crisis that has happened there. The Catholic Church has done a lot of work, but there's still a lot of help. NEMA reported that over 1,000 households are affected. Thousands of men, thousands of women, hundreds of lactating mothers and the likes. Are we giving them their medicine? Are we looking for drugs for them? Are we catering to their feeding and shelter? What are we doing for them as we speak now? What's the psychosocial support like? What's the institutional support like? Also, what is the reporting channel like if people are seeing unscrupulous elements moving around that area? The question is, we do not want what happened in Benue to happen, but with the way we do things, it looks like we might come here and talk about another Benue debacle. In the course of 2-3 years, we've had thousands of people killed in Benue. What did we do to avert the killing? What was the investigation like? Who were those fingered? Before these attacks this year, we had close to 500 people killed already. Were we able to effectively plan for them? What is the support scheme for the families of the victims? Or we just tell them to bury their dead and move on like nothing happened? I think these are the things I want President Tinubu to address when he goes there. Because we need to be very holistic in our thought process, or else Benue will happen again. Niger floods happened the other day. What did we do as regards it? We've talked about the fact that there will be increased rate this year. So collectively, as a nation, if we don't have a culture for planning, if we don't have a culture for organization, then we'll always fall short. And that's why Peter Drucker will always talk about culture eating strategy for breakfast. And that's where we are. So it's not just solidarity face-saving visits. It's actually doing the work on ground. And government needs to release a lot of spending as regards that.
All right. Bring us back into the Lagos studio, Vimbai. I mean, like I read out earlier, the president says he's going to visit on Wednesday. And, you know, we talked about the fact that even ahead of his visit, he had deployed, you know, security agencies, the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Defense Staff. We had seen the IGP of police there who had said that they have been making efforts. It's not because they don't, you know, report their efforts, which I would love to see more of, some of their wins, because what we are seeing now is a lot of, you know, carnage, death, people that are being burnt to the ground. But it's quite reassuring that he has said that they have boots on ground at this moment, Vimbai.
Absolutely. When they do the right thing, it's important that we acknowledge and we applaud that and we encourage more of it. You know, but in the spirit of applause, I think it's so important for us to also acknowledge Pope Leo XIV. Mm-hmm. You know, when we were talking about the Pope and there was debate about does it matter if the Pope might be African, and then we now went into the detail of the Pope's relationship and his history with Nigeria, some people thought we were doing a little bit of pandering and it was too much fanfare. But largely, if not for that statement from the Pope over the weekend, that brought the world's attention to this issue, it possibly could have been business as usual, because this is not the first time we've had this scale of killing happening in the Middle Belt and in other parts of the country. So it's important for us to acknowledge that and to thank the Pope as well, because it has led to a remobilization. Like you've said, the security agencies are on the ground. The SGF, who the people of Benue State had been complaining and saying we have an SGF who's from Benue State, but he's yet to speak up about the issue. He is part of the advanced team that's preparing for the president's visit. So I think all things are in order. However, why is it important for them to act decisively with this? Because like you can hear from the history that was spelled out by Governor Hyacinth Alia, is the fact that this crisis is decades old. It started as a herder-farmer issue. Then it has now snowballed and evolved into something else. What does that tell you? If we don't deal decisively with one criminality, it emboldens other criminals to join the bandwagon for no particular reason. So I hope that strategically we can come up with a number of issues. The Chief of Defense Staff we highlighted earlier also mentioned the fact that he feels that there's some type of saboteurs working within the armed forces. I hope that can be dealt with decisively as well, because this type of situation where you hear that there are soldiers stationed close by to an area where there was an attack went on for so many hours, but nothing happened, is concerning. So I really hope this is also an opportunity for the armed forces to weed out the bad eggs that are giving our armed forces, who are fighting so hard, a bad name. Very important for all hands to be on deck and for there to be a united front within the armed forces as well, as much as we want that from the communities.
by. Adefemi, I wanted us to just highlight the governor's comment again. And, I don't know if you heard the brief history that he gave as, saying that we're not just being attacked by herders, we're also being attacked by terrorists, which is, a twin problem for him at this point. Before I come to you, I want to just take this story so we can tie it all together. Meanwhile, tensions flared in Makurdi, the Benue state capital, on Monday morning after the killings as angry youth drove out a herd of cattle reportedly owned by Dixon Takier, a member of the House of Representatives for the Makurdi-Guma Federal Constituency. Let's take.
Do you know I made a video today and I asked a very simple question, and I said, is it possible that Tinubu and Buhari made a pact, and that pact is you go and do your whatever Yoruba agenda that you have, but our Fulani agenda, don't do anything about it. Don't go there. Now, if you know and play the game of chess, the game of chess is a board game where pieces named as pawns, knights, queen, king, knight, bishop, and all of that, with the aim of capturing the other person's pieces. Now I'm beginning to have an idea of what APC is actually about. Suppose APC is a chess game played by tribalism and religious bigotry. Just imagine in your head that one player is a tribal bigot and the other player is a religious fanatic. I think that is what is playing on in APC. Because the protest or chaos, according to Zebediah, chaos, by the way, that happened in Gombe, northeast, is it whatever. I think it's reminiscent of this game. Tinubu wants to take out Shetima because of what Shetima represents. Shetima represents a very different objective of what Tinubu represents. Tinubu represents Yoruba supremacy. Shetima represents Islamic agenda. That's why I said that suppose you look at what is happening in APC as two chess players, two chess grandmasters. One is a tribalist, one is a religious nepotist. Now, the very problem of Nigeria is what is going to destroy APC. An implosion is about to occur in APC based on the religious and tribal dichotomy that is playing in the party. Now, Tinubu may have succeeded thinking he has used the North to get power by bringing this Muslim ticket, Muslim, whatever strategy. And Tinubu knows that the Muslim ticket will not play again in 2027. Hence, his trump card, that's Tinubu's trump card, is South versus North. Tinubu wants to play the trump card of it's turn of the South, and he's a Southerner. But the Tinubu himself forgets that the entire South is now politically savvy. We cannot play this game with you, Tinubu. When it is favorable to the Yorubas, you bring the Southern card. When the Yorubas are at the arrowhead. When Jonathan, a Southerner, was being bullied by the North, you didn't stand by him to play the Southern card. So we cannot play the Southern card with you. In fact, I don't even want to hear that this is turn of the South. The only reason why we are angry is because the North have refused to shift ground politically to say, okay, this is Nigeria. Let us vote outside our regional convenience. out of our original comfort. That's why. But Tinubu is playing a dangerous game. And I tell you that this tribalism and religious bigotry that we've all been crying about is the very thing that will set APC into a devastating implosion. Trust me. Just calm down. Just calm down. Before 2027, all this defection of governors, people with personal, selfish, greedy agenda will mix. And trust me, the only ingredient that is mixing up in APC is a terrible and devastating implosion. And when that happens, you will say that Mr. Magnus Soraka is indeed a soothsayer. In this game that Tinubu is playing, I don't see a winner coming out. I don't see a winner coming out. You, the people, this thing will not favor anybody only if the people do not realize that strength. I've said it countlessly in my videos that the only time a dictator succeeds or an oppressor succeeds is when the people fail to realize that when they come together, they become more powerful than any adversary or oppressor. I've made a video about the lions and the buffalo. One buffalo, it takes 5 lions to take down just one buffalo. And a pride of lion is made up of 5, 6, or 7 lions. And a buffalo's herd is made up of maybe 500. Imagine if each buffalo realized its strength and decide to stay together, unshaken, unwavered, and face the challenge head on. The lions have no chance. So we, the people, must act and stand our ground and say, look, you are small and few. We are big and many and strong. We can overcome you. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
All right, so the news says Benue Governor alias suspends Chief Press Secretary indefinitely for joining End Benue Genocide protests. As you can see, this is the suspension letter. So the reason why this guy in front was suspended, in front of me was suspended, because he joined the protest. The only reason why we join the protest is because he cares for humanity. Well, today is your good day, my brother. You come and work for the NGOs. Since you love humanity, you come and work for Martin Vincent Hotel Initiative. I promise you it is better than working for that state government. 100%. Come and join the Rate fully. Since you like humanity, we work with humanity. We want humanity to be better. The only reason why the youth of Benue came out to protest, it is simple. They only came out to protest because the killing is too much. For over 10 years now, constantly. And again, Benue people, when I grow up, I did hear say when they fight war. I did even hear stories say, Benue people, if you won't fight them, say knife could just fly. You know, go know who throw them, but knife they fly. But all of a sudden, it seems that a lot of you have become weak. And I don't leave all the responsibility just for government. Government will not do it alone. You people can face these people square on. They don't get swayed. They don't get swayed. It's time for you people to pick up your hands. Pick up anything you can pick. People where they do well done. If you well finish, it remains small iron. Use and do spear. Use and do arrow. Use and do spear. Use and do arrow. It's time. We'll not leave all these things for the hand of government alone. It is time. Enough is enough. It is time. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they come tomorrow, will be Wednesday. It's not going to stop there. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu go, these people will do what they like. I just give the thing 3-4 months. All those army where they keep for there, they'll go back house. Do you understand? It is time for the people to stand up and fight for themselves. It is time. Don't wait until they finish you people. As we they talk now these herdsmen are around Benue State. As we talk now, herdsmen round Benue State. Now herdsmen round Benue State. From there they can easily get to Enugu. From there they enter Jos. From there they go see. Very soon now they'll still enter Cross River. Very soon they'll enter Ebonyi. It is time. Mobilize yourselves. You people came out in large numbers for the protest. Do you understand? Mobilize yourselves. Tell your community leaders, may they go get una kala, meet police, collect license. Because of what is going on, I don't think getting a gun license from the IG of police will be difficult. Tell your community leaders, if una need me to gather money, we go gather money, can't give una. It is time. All this bloodshed should stop. With the talk now, I don't hear say they don't go attack Enugu again. They don't buy like 4 people. With the talk this matter now, they say they don't go buy like 4 people. That's how we go talk. We go talk, hey, media go talk, hey, president go. Tomorrow they'll come do another one. How long would we continue to keep? You think every time every dark man go they come? Every time you want to protest. It's not every time very dark man will come. It's not every time you will protest. Sometimes action. This one is a wake-up call. My brothers and sisters in Benue, you people are fighters, you people are warriors. You are not weaklings. The only children they go beat, they go wait when their father come back to report. Say, daddy, they beat us. If you be man, you don't be adult. If they beat you, you go fight back. Benue boys. Cultism, when I carry cultism, put for you now, fight you yourself for that state. They knock on yourself. Herdsmen won't finish you now. Enough is enough in Benue State. Even Israel, where see they fight with Iran, I never see say they can't say that bomb where they throw, say buy 200 people once. I never see them. I never see them. Say that bomb where they throw, India throw, Iran throw, go Israel throw. I never see where they can't say one bomb buy 200 people. But some people will just go one place, pour fuel, bomb people, bomb shoot, bomb everybody. It no work. It no work. We say no. And as for you, my brother, come and work for the NGO. We work for humanity, nothing more. We don't even get any other thing we want to do. Nothing they sweet us. We have dedicated our life to this cause, so be it. If we buy on it, no problem. Come and work for the NGO. We have a lot of things to do. We need people that are dedicated. Although, you two, you were not even professional. You for just make that video without putting it on your face. But because you love humanity, that's why you are there. So come work for us. I beg, write a proposal, come send me a DM or send my brother a DM. I'll tag him in the video. Do you understand? Please, sharp, come and work for us. Thank you very much. And don't play.
It's only in Nigeria that somebody who has never fought a war before will become a general in the army. We call these businessmen generals. They are all building estates in Abuja. And then the second aspect of it is to get our security agencies to do what security agencies do. Not to be aiding and abetting criminality. You cannot have an IG, and I know you guys love to talk about the IG, Inspector General of Police, who is tired and have retired. You keep him in office, and you expect insecurity to end. It will not end. You have all these military generals who don't go to war. And it's only in Nigeria that somebody who has never fought a war before will become a general in the army. Based on the number of traditional rulers he knows or the GO of his church, that's how they become generals in Nigeria, not because they go to war. If you see an Israeli general, it's because he has fought a war before. If you see an American general, he has been to Afghanistan, he has fought in Iraq, even though those wars might be wrong. But they have gone to war. But in Nigeria, you call these businessmen generals, they are all building estates in Abuja. They don't go to the war front. They don't know what's going on there. They are the ones who are happy that the insecurities are coming.
Terrorism. I think that this is clear banditry. I think that this is possibly an offshoot from Boko Haram. This is clearly a case of terrorism happening in Nigeria.
Those who are alleging that they are being harbored in neighboring states like Nasarawa,
yes.
Is there any truth in that?
There's a lot of truth in that. In my local government too, we have information that they are camped in Kashimbila, which is part of Taraba, but on the border with Benue.
But those states where they're alleging that they are being camped, there are no attacks in those areas.
Well,
what are they looking for in Benue?
Benue has fertile land. Let me tell you a little bit about Benue. Benue is the number 4th or 5th largest in terms of population in Nigeria. The Chi people are the number 4th or 5th largest ethnic group in Nigeria. Benue State is the number 1 most Christian state in the whole of northern Nigeria. Benue is 99.9% Christian. It's the most Christian state in Nigeria. It is the most fertile state in Nigeria in terms of food production. Benue was the food basket of the nation. But all that is gone. Over 40% of our arable land currently is not being farmed. So our young people, our women are currently displaced. Hundreds of thousands of people are displaced. There are no more farming. Farmlands are being taken over. And we have settlements now of the Fulani who have settled in our land right now and have taken over a lot of land for grazing.
But you heard
so farmers are not able to farm.
He said people should sit down and reconcile. Who are the opposing parties here? When the president said reconcile.
We have never had problem with any ethnic group in Benue. Benue has a huge population of the Igbo people.
But politicians are talking in the midst of this. The governor is alleging that some politicians are these, some other politicians are, even within the APC, you are hearing conflicting positions about this matter.
Look,
is there any way politics is in the middle of all of this?
Not at all. Not at all. There's no need to politicize this issue. There's absolutely no need to politicize the issue. The fact is that the governor and the members of the National Assembly have not been able to work together because the governor has not considered us important enough to support his government.
2025 budget, how much do you even have for border security? That's the truth. The whole budget of Nigeria Immigration Service is less than, I think it's about, the capital budget is less than 10 billion or something, naira. And you want to protect 4,024 square kilometers of our border space. Are we joking? One, you kill one terrorist and the border is porous, 20 will come in and the military are challenged. So for us, we need to be very realistic with ourselves. Do we want a system that works? Or we just want to play, to the gallery. We have some of the most brilliant people in our DSS. We have our NIA doing fantastically well. You can see the kind of leadership that the NSA is providing. But the simple truth is that when we talk about security, internal security, the first thing that comes to a Nigerian mind is the military. That is a sign of failure of our internal security agencies. Let's tell ourselves the truth. I do not see a reason why our police, for instance, should even rely on budgetary allocation. Just call a spade a spade. I don't see it. We're talking about the most populous black nation on earth. Africa has a population of 1.2 billion people. 240 of that population are Nigerians. And you have a police that depends on budget, capital release, and all these things, and you think we will be efficient. Sir, my brother Ben, I have utmost trust in your coordination as chairman of this council. For if we have an opportunity now to get it right. And also, before I leave, something is very important I must say. The attention that we are paying for cyber security, we are still living 20 years behind. You cannot continue to run a cyber security architecture on what's it called, an ad hoc arrangement. There must be proper security framework.
It's very clear from ab initio that the government of Katsina State under the leadership of Malam Dukarata will not negotiate with bandits. But if bandits feel the need to drop their arms and come forward, government is ready to give them the opportunity to live like every other normal citizen of Katsina State. And we are very lucky that bandits in Jibe local government and Bazari local governments came forward through their messengers, and they came forward and they initiated discussion with the leadership of their communities. And Alhamdulillah, the discussions were robust, and we are having very peaceful activities in both Jibe and Bazari local government. And recently, last week, the same bandits in the Musa local government also sent a messenger to the community, to their own community in the Musa, and the messenger went, and locally there was a discussion, and it yielded into another form of a peace deal with the local government authority, as well as the leaders of all the communities in the Musa local government. So let me make it very crystal that Katsina State government is still in its position that we are not negotiating with bandits, but as a responsible leaders, if these people decide to lay down their arms, will give them the opportunity to be a responsible citizen in the state. And I want to also make it very clear that local governments like Kankara, Paskari, Sabwa, Bendume, and Safana will continue to have our own operation. We will continue to have the same intermittent operations, some intermittent attacks on the bandit. If that's what they want, we'll continue to do it. But for those local governments that have sat down with the bandit and arrived at a reasonable position, we'll give them the opportunity to continue with their normal activities. But let me also make it very clear that in case of them reneging their promises, we are going to deal with them as we used to. That is the position of government. Thank you.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again. I appreciate every one of you right there. In case you are joining us, a link I've posted already. I'm just going to work with the people that is with me, then I round up the show. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do always, and I love you so much. Thank you, Abu Azi. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all that you do. Eva Line, the first super chat of today. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks for the super chat and the encouragement here, alongside with others. I can see Ima right there. Kis Dogerahi, Bexmark, Shibike. Thank you very much, Kis Dogerahi, Tony Africa. God bless all my people. Arinze Chukuma, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate all. I'm not going to measure all names because a lot of comments are already there. I just want you all to know that I appreciate every one of you right there. Debsy, I can see you. Madam Amin Bright, I can see you. And many, 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 many more. I'd just like us to move on right now so that we can start talking. Guys, help us to press on the like button and help us to share. Take our voices far by supporting what we do here by pressing on the $sign right there. I would like to take this article quickly. As you all know that what happened in Benue State is disheartening, but it's already happening as well in Enugu State as we speak right now. Yes, it's happening in Edo State as well. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. But I'd like to take this article quickly. As you can see right there, coming from Sahara Reporter, breaking. Death toll from Herdsmen attack on Enugu community rises to 12 as residents flee homes. Meanwhile, residents of Eha, Amufu, bordering communities with Benue State have started fleeing their homes as threat of imminent attack got to them, local sources told Sahara Reporter on Tuesday, which is today. The death toll from the Herdsmen attack in Agu Amen, autonomous community in Eha, Amufu, Isiaozuo local government area of Enugu State has risen to 12 as of 12 noon on Tuesday today, after more bodies were recovered from the bushes, Sahara Reporter has learnt. Meanwhile, residents of that particular community are fleeing. I'll just leave that one right there. Like I stated earlier on my monologue, when we report things like this, people move on easily. Just say, okay, all right, what's next? We don't hear this one already. You usually see some satanic people who comment on some videos that people repost just to give awareness to people that have not seen it. You see some satanic people comment. It's an old video. That's another area that I'm very, very angry. Yes, no matter how you circulate information today, there are people that will still not see that information in the next 10 years. Have that in mind. So it's very unfortunate that this is where we find ourselves in our country at this particular time. We'll continue to do our part. I want you to do your part as well. But meanwhile, I would like us to quickly, Prince Collins, I can see you right there. You can mute yourself, sir. Just stay mute. Thank you. I would like us to quickly, before we move on, I would like to pass this announcement that we have a prominent person joining us tomorrow for interview. Dr. Eunice Atanko will be joining us tomorrow, 8 p.m. You guys come in on time so that you can pass in your question. Remember, Dr. Eunice Atanko is the next man to Peter Obi. So he'll be coming here tomorrow to speak on the journey to 2027. what Peter Obi stands for, what Peter Obi might likely be doing in 2027. So for those of you that are going to be joining us tomorrow, if we post link like this, say you come in and all that, if you're not coming on time, you might lose your spot. I will pass the information again later on during the time of the broadcast, or maybe when we are rounding up the broadcast, to let you guys know that we're going to be having Dr. Unisa Tanko here with us. The poster will be putting out tomorrow because this was only confirmed this evening, just before I started the broadcast. But meanwhile, Oshomole lied. The lie that Oshomole lied on the earpiece don't come out now. Remember, the Oshomole lied that the earpiece that he booked in online. Remember, he lied on channels that he booked in online and got his body pass and all that, blah, 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 blah. But earpiece have responded to this that no, he lied. You know, I mean, I don't know where Senator go, they lie. The former governor, lie, now you fool this man mouth. He lie and lie and lie people to their deaths. I'd like us to take this one quickly.
But now you are here to defend your airline. If you can summarize, right? Because this is your opportunity to respond to all of the allegations made by Senator Adams Oshomole and some of the tapes and some of the videos that have gone viral online as to the operations of your airline and the incident of that day, because that's one and those that have linked it to other experiences that they had with your airline. Can you summarize what really happened from the point of view of Airpeace?
Okay, thank you, Sean, once again for giving us the opportunity to respond to this. And like you said, distinguished Senator Adams Oshomole has made several allegations, which we stand on our ground that these are false allegations. And they are probably being motivated for personal reasons for what we have seen so far. And talking about this very incident, it's a case of, he said he wants to be treated like a Nigerian, just like any other passenger. And that is exactly what was done that day. He came in late for his flight. That has been established. And he did not deny it as well. Upon getting to the airport and requesting to be taken on the flight, he made a statement that I would like to correct as well. He said, if you are checked in online, you can't check in twice. But he checked in online, as he claimed, in quotes, but he still went to check-in counter. What is he doing at the check-in counter if he has checked in online? I will make it categorically clear here that Senator never checked in online. He was only trying to make his way around, which he still did yesterday. The same thing he did at the airport, trying to use phone to, sway people. I checked in online. He did it right here yesterday and said, I checked it and I gave journalists. He did the videos of the people that I interviewed and shared it with all the journalists.
So let's get it clear.
Nobody has
If anyone checked in on your platform, checking online, yes, and anybody who has bought a ticket, would you see it at the back end?
Of course.
Will the person's name naturally come on the manifest?
You are already checked in and you are part of those that are supposed to be boarded.
Would your name be on the manifest?
On the checked-in list, I'll differentiate the two.
Okay.
Okay. So once you check in online, first the system is going to give you your boarding pass. You will have it on your phone.
Your seats,
yes,
and
your seats,
allocated.
Everything is
on
allocated.
Your check-in.
Yes.
So you can check in how many hours before the flight?
You can check in till like 3 hours before the flight, before it shuts. So it's 24 hours check-in open. That's before flight, and about 3 hours it stops so that people will not take advantage of that when they are coming in late. That's the essence. So he did not, I repeat again, and I want to right here challenge the senator to produce the boarding pass that was issued to him when he checked in online.
Does the platform produce, because in some other climes, you get to print at the gate, yes, or at the, where you have self-service check-in machines, yeah, you can be able to print your boarding pass.
If you check in online, you can print your boarding pass.
But does it produce online? Does it produce for you a digital version of your check?
You have it. You have it on your phone. You have it on your phone. So that's why I said swinging the phone.
From your back end, you did not see Senator Oshomole's check-in.
I repeat again and clearly, Senator Adams Oshomole did not check in online. And he has not till today produced the boarding pass to anybody.
Why Oshomole go dey lie like this now? Why? Why a old man like Oshomole, you lie for everywhere?
Look, Mr. Elvis, you see, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
You see, in this case, you know, this Oshomole and this guy that is in the TV right now, including this journalist, it look like they're all playing pranks. You know, there's a parable in Benin that says that you understand? When you want to sleep with a deaf person, you show him what you want to use for him, so that him or her, so that the person will know what you want to do. None of them so far has presented this evidence and show it to us on screen. This man that is talking, has he given the journalist? Why can't the journalist ask him, bring your evidence, let me show my viewers on screen? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, when you're talking about evidence, what evidence do you want him to show?
Evidence of checking. If he said Oshomole didn't check it on time, he should give us the time Oshomole checked it. If Oshomole said he checked it on time, Oshomole should give us the evidence.
Hold on now. They cannot have any evidence because Oshomole did not check in. Oshomole, who said that he checked in, is the one to show us evidence, not these people. They don't have his record that he checked in. Where you say, which you say may they show you?
Then they should show us the record of those that were in that flight.
No, they cannot show you other people's details. Look, they cannot do that, sir. For confidentiality, they can't do that. How can they show you other people's details?
Okay, why did the journalist request from Oshomole to show his evidence?
No, Oshomole is the one to tell you that he checked in. These people said he did not, and they don't have his record. They don't have anything to show that to come in verbally to explain like this. So Oshomole need to come back now and show us the ticket, which you and I know said already enter voicemail. They don't have anything to show you now. What are they going to show us? Maybe if my name was there, maybe they can show you my name that was among the people that were boarding that flight. Oshomole was allegedly planted to disrupt that airline. Let's get it straight.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that is why I added the journalist. The journalist would have requested for evidence from Oshomole or whoever. At least.
No, Oshomole, you are still not getting it. Person who lied cannot give you anything. He will be on the run. He needs to come back here. Do you know if Chewu have reached out to Oshomole? Oshomole say, I'm busy, I cannot talk about it now. Have you ever seen somebody that have lied that boldly come out to say I've lied? Don't you know they always
because Chewu has interviewed Oshomole before.
Yes, Oshomole lied there. Allegedly that he checked in online. APC is coming out now to say categorically clear that Oshomole did not check in. They don't have any record of Oshomole in the people that checked in online. Simple now. It's clear. What we need now is a part 3 of this thing. And Oshomole to come in to say, LPs are liars. This is my check-in ticket. Simple. These people don't have evidence.
No, they don't have any. You are right, Mr. Elvis. But it would have been done by this pressman that very day to say Oshomole. Can we see your evidence?
The question that Sheung also should have asked, or that we should be asking now, is that does at any point in time Oshomole has baggage to check in? If you checked in online, the only thing that will take you to the counter is if you have a luggage to check in. If you don't have a luggage to check in, you don't have any business with counter. We travel every day.
No, this is what Oshomole said, Mr. Jonathan. This is what Oshomole said. I watched it from beginning to the end. He said he checked in online and he has no luggage. He was supposed to go straight to enter the flight.
Go straight to security.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hold on. It's possible for you to check in online without no luggage. And it's also possible for you to check in online with luggage. But it's not possible for you to check in only luggage online without yourself.
If you check in online, the only reason that will make you to come to counter the next day or hours later is because you still have your luggage.
Because you have a check-in luggage.
Yes.
But if you don't have a luggage to check in, you just go straight to security.
Straight.
Exactly. Yeah. But the situation now is that Oshomole said he's checking online.
Yeah.
And he also said that he was not having any luggage.
Yes.
Just you see the double lies and lies there.
Yes, now Oshomole is
So
lying.
if you're checking online, these people are putting it to him now. Bring your check-in tickets. Simple. I mean, they travel. I know they travel.
Okay, is that what these people said? Probably we've not gotten there. Because I did see these people say you should bring it.
Oh, no. They did say, yes, he said it. This man said it just now. That he should provide his check-in details. That they don't have any record.
Should request for it.
It's not Shehu. Shehu should bring it back here. We don't need
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now you should bring it back and request for that. And show it to us.
Let's listen for that.
Again, and clearly, Senator Adams Oshomole did not check in online. And he has not till today produced the boarding pass to anybody. He can tomorrow if he has it, but it's not existent.
So you did not find it?
You hear him? It has not, as of today, provided his check-in ticket or body pass to anybody. And is not in existence. You don't know that English? It's not in existence. Someone cannot find it. Even after he die, he can still not find that body ticket or body pass bring come. That's what they are saying now. There's nobody that will come on the national TV to lie against the senator. You don't know the implication. Oshomole is the kind of person that talks from his two mouths.
You know, someone also said that they asked him to go in and check in and leave other passengers behind. That he said no.
Oshomole is someone that will give 20 minutes to talk. He go use 19 minutes for his side. Tell lie. They'll say the time is up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Senator, for coming in. Simple. You don't go get the head. You don't go get the tail.
So it's words against your phone.
You have it on your phone. So that's why I said swinging the phone.
From your back end, you did not see Senator Oshomole's check-in.
I repeat again and clearly, Senator Adams Oshomole did not check in online. And he has not till today produced the boarding pass to anybody. He can tomorrow if he has it, but it's not existent.
So you did not find him. So it's words against yours. You did not find him on your manifest, on your check-in.
He was not on your check-in list. So
he said he came in at about 6 a.m. for the 6:30 a.m. flight. In your own books, that is lateness.
It's late. He came in after 6. Let's assume his own time is different from mine and all sorts of things.
What is it? What is the latest time you can come in for a 6:30 a.m. flight?
Our check-in closes 5:45. That's 45 minutes to departure. Now, we gave you.
We thought it was 30 minutes.
No, it's 45 that is stated. That's the condition. Now, I will
Is that the aviation rule in Nigeria?
Yes, that's the aviation. Not only in Nigeria, we are guided by ICAO. We are guided by ICAO. And
ICAO is
all
the
over international civil aviation organization. So what we do is everybody has a local working process. And you have a right to walk around that 45 and 30. But the rule says 45. You will go to some airports outside this country. Their domestic flight closes 1 hour before departure because of what it takes. So you have a right to do it that way. Every airline in Nigeria uses 45 minutes just to proceed to save time. He came to the counter and it was late. The team is one of the known senators in this country. Even the baggage handler, the check-in agent, they know him. So he was giving good attention. Oh, he's here. The supervisor picked up his radio and checked if it was still possible. But by that time, the door of the aircraft was shut. So now, telling him the door was shut, he decided to take claws into his hands and jumped on the conveyor belt. We have the video. It's not hidden.
He said he never, because this is the other video Senator produced. No. But in your own video, and I think that, okay, so this is the video that you sent to us.
Yes, that's...
so is that him on the conveyor belt?
That's him right there. That is Senator...
And you said that he was... Yeah, he said he resisted when he saw that the extortion was going on. And he said that he was not the only one that was involved in this.
We'll get to that. So talking of resistance when he saw extortion, we have challenged that he should produce one person that was extorted in that very case.
We have a video as produced by him yesterday.
Okay.
Of a lady who was saying she was also involved in that.
Okay. So now that we've gone to the lady already, let me shock Nigerians. The two ladies that Senator used is not aware of this, but he will know probably through this medium. The two ladies that Senator interviewed, he interviewed them himself because he was inciting them to talk and to complain about what it is that they are going through. These two ladies were not on the said flight at all. I see the look on your face.
Those names
These
are not.
Two ladies.
They never booked that
were
flight.
Booked to travel on the 6:30 flight of the 12th of June, 2025.
What were they doing at the airport?
Not on the 11th. So that is what he is not aware of. Apparently, the lady with infant was trying to see if she can come and make the flight for the earlier day. So she was not. No.
Una see why Nigeria we are not going anywhere. Una see revelation now. This woman's flight was the next day. She came into the airport to see how she can change her flight, right? And all that. And Oshomole managed allegedly to manipulate, or rather, I don't know what they give him. We're holding an innocent baby in your hand. You lied. This same woman will come out tomorrow now to say Tinubu is a bad president. Buhari was a bad president. I have told you guys that many of us are complaining about our leaders. If we have the opportunity to be there today, we will do worse. Just imagine this revelation. Oshomole will be shocked. This satanic woman allegedly will also be shocked that this revelation is coming out, because these people have the details of the people that want to board their flight for Christ's sake. I told you guys the other day that Oshomole was planted, allegedly. Listen.
Was trying to see if she can come and make the flight for the earlier day. So she was not at all. And the infant she's carrying did not even have a ticket. We produced evidence of this. Yes, this very lady. We produced the evidence of their ticket history. I highlighted it, where they were booked for 12th. They were not, the both of them, they were not booked to travel on 11. But they got to the airport. They saw a distinguished senator who is a well-known person all over the country. They were spurred by him and his activities of jumping over the conveyor belt and trying to instigate others to join him. And they jumped to it. They fell victim to what the senator was doing.
Let's look at Mr. Ayodeji. Let's look at some of the issues that was raised. Issues of exploitation. Why were your people asking for more money over that ticket for a no-show?
Over his own ticket?
So he said that they were asking him to pay more money. In fact, I mean, the other people that were also said to have missed their flight, like himself, on that same flight, were being asked to pay about 100,000 more to be able to get on the flight.
So under standard aviation policies, when you miss your flight, you are entitled to change your ticket, and by so doing, you are charged no-show if there is fair difference. If there is fair difference. Understand that difference in fare happens if you are choosing the next flight. Obviously, it's 2 hours or 1 hour to the time that you're choosing it. Seats are probably going to be limited. If you want the later flight, the evening flight, you're going to pay far less than what you're paying for the next one. So you need to run through what you want and your preference for you to get on the next flight. And he stated that they were trying to corner him to one side, that he should be separated. Nobody at any point did that. The manager came to attend to him and was even trying to bring him down from the belt, that he should come. The first thing is, when you see a passenger of that nature, you want to separate from such activities like what he was doing. So he brought him down and told him, okay, at this point that you've accepted that you are late and you've missed your 6:30 flight, the next flight is for 8:30. The 8:30, to get you on the next flight, we will need to change your ticket and you will be charged. And that's when he took it up and
he said, well, FCCPC says that they are weighing on it. Have they invited your airline?
Okay, so I was going to mention that, and it's shocking, I must say, that with all that has gone on and all the infractions created by the senator blocking an airport, so I must mention here The implication of blocking an airport is way more than what we have been looking at. If during that blocking, we have the video, we shared the video of him sitting with the other woman who didn't have any business being at that airport that day, sitting at the gate and blocking it. If we have an emergency in that airport, where will the passengers run to? Where will customers run to?
But what about the rights of the passengers? Because the airport is supposed to serve. Because there are now allegations being drawn, people who are coming up that this is a usual air peace attitude of delays in flight, exploitation, and complaints of tickets, problem with ticket refund. There's an indiscriminate flight delays and indiscriminate flight cancellation. And all of these have come up based on what Senator Adams Oshiomhole, people will come to the airport and stay till very late, and they'll give them a bottle of Coke and biscuit. These are a lot of complaints have come up.
Okay, so
Is your airline having a problem operation-wise?
Negative. I must state this clearly here. Nigerian aviation is to be looked at with all the complexity that comes with it, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of external factors that we deal with. We have several cases that we can make references to that causes delay of flights. Let's understand something. We will never be forced to fly any flight that we deem not safe. We all saw what happened recent days ago. May the souls of those that were lost on the Air India flight, may it rest in peace. We do not want that. We have issues with activities of bird strike. We have issues with activities of weather. You have issues with activities of...
But when people are alleging that...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this area, this man is lying 100%, not even 99%. On this area, let's be honest to ourselves. You see his reasons for delayed flights all the time, every day, 7 days a week. They are delayed. In fact, do you know that after the outburst the other day, some people who watched my video and all that, some of my friends, I'm saying, sorry guys, some of my close pals, they called me. They were saying that, I wish airpeace can change from this delay. That's the only problem we have with them. Their flights are so sophisticated, their new flight and all that, but airpeace, be like say they use and swear for the must delay with at least 4 or 5 hours. This was what people told me. What this man is saying now, bird strike, whatever strike, you go use it as a whatever. These are lies. You know, the CEO Ale Onyema needs to work on that area. Airpeace now Odogu for flight delay. Odogu now the job be. It has become a norm. It has become, I don't know what to say. Just yesterday here, somebody complained about airpeace. So on that is what I was saying the other day. People will hide under this thing to try to bring you down in totality. Allegedly, Oshiomhole was planted. You can see lies everywhere now. That's why this one we wear coats, so still they lie now. You still lie to gullible Nigerians when they listen now, go fly with this lie. Say na bed, whatever. No. This one I'm waiting the job they do. There is something they are not telling us what is causing it. I would like us to move on.
It has become a culture and an attitude of your
issues with activities of bird strike. We have issues with activities of weather. You have issues with activities of...
But when people are alleging that it has become a culture and an attitude of your airline to be late, to disrupt, to cancel flights...
where... Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, God bless you. Do you know that when I used airpeace to Benin, they delayed me for more than 7 hours? When I was coming from Benin, now this Ibom Air, now I can't use come back. You understand? Exactly the time we supposed leave Benin to Lagos, exactly. There was nothing. In fact, 40 minutes before time, they were already checking us in. So we're inside the flight. I don't use my seat belt, everything. As you already time, now they take off. So airpeace should address this properly. They cannot continue to be lying to people on this area, please. Just say it how it is, and let's know what's the problem. Simple.
Mr. Elvis, when it comes to my submission, I will tell you why the delay will continue.
All right.
That's where I'm going to when I talked about the environment itself. And what airpeace have observed over time is, yes, before now, we even keep an aircraft on ground as standby in case we have any of these issues, whether uncalled for issues that we didn't plan initially. And we are still not able to meet up because the level of occurrence is high. I'll take, for example, sometime I...
All right. Arinze Shukuma, you said, Mr. Elvis, how do you believe what this man said about Oshomole? Yes, my brother, the reason why I would believe, that's why I use the word allegedly throughout, because this one is a serious allegation against the city senator. And he's saying it on the national TV, that Oshomole doesn't have a check-in body pass. So it means that Oshomole, if he goes silent on this, these people, they are saying the truth. Oshomole needs to come back to channel to show us the body pass. So on this area, I go hard before somebody will come lie like this on air. Because me, I know Oshomole to the extent. If you, because listen, don't look this man way wear coat so now they talk. Oh. Is a Leoyema now they talk so. So Oshomole will certainly respond back if he knows say he get body pass. So me, I strongly believe so Oshomole not check in online. Now lie, allegedly.
I think like 3 or 4 weeks ago, on the same day, in the space of maybe 5-6 minutes, we had the best strike in Port Harcourt. We had the best strike in Owerri. 2 different aircraft, 2 different routing. And these flights are supposed to operate minimum of 8 flights a day.
So disrupted your operation.
Disrupted.
So on the fact, because we're totally out of time,
we have to move into it.
What do you say to your passengers that are watching tonight who have a feeling that your airline mishandle operations, or than those who think that you're cooperating in this? What do you say to them tonight?
Okay, so to the flying public, I will just say, because of this topic that we are going through, I will mention that from the 12th of May, that's last month, 12th of May 2025, we've had to rejig our schedule in a way that we're even doing something out of aviation, leaving about 2 aircraft to come in to rescue disruption. And we've recorded average of 90% OTP, that's on-time performance, since then. Right. Just for us to, like I said, it's out of aviation. It's against our own costs. Okay. It's not good for us, but we have to because of the customer.
Mr. Ayodele, thank you so much.
Just the last one before we go. I will mention again, like I said earlier, the fact that the FCCPC have summoned airpeace. I feel it is very unfair, and nobody has even called Senator Adams Oshomole to order over what he did at the airport, which is obvious to every Nigerian. All right. Thank you very much.
I tell you, I say Oshomole was allegedly planted. You see now, you know, whatever name we call, just now called airpeace and all that, they're trying to sanction them and all that. Yes, that is the main purpose, the original reason why they did what they did. Oshomole cannot be sanctioned, but airpeace will be sanctioned. Now, so we see them. This is why I'm calling on airpeace to work on their delays, because I made parable the other day. Some of you were not getting it. If you are someone that take alcohol all the time, your enemy will hide under that alcohol to harm you. If you're somebody that smoke all the time, your enemy will hide under your smoking habit to harm you. If you are a gambler, your enemy will hide under your gambling whatever addiction to harm you. Now, just yesterday, my close friend, I'm not supposed to mention his name here. He might be watching right now. My close friend, Mezier, called me that his flight has been delayed again for 5 hours. Airpeace. I'm not saying 1 week ago, just yesterday. So airpeace need to tell us, this guy was not telling us the truth just now, why they are delaying. They need to work on that area. If they can work on their delays, airpeace would be the best flight ever, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa.
You know why the delay that for me, I believe, I want to believe, unless airpeace will come out and say something different. The reason why they have those delays, 4 hours, 5 hours, is simply because airpeace is not ready to get sufficient pilots. So when those pilots land, by law, even you don't need pilot to even tell you, the pilot will have to wait for about 4 hours minimum to rest.
To rest, yes.
before he takes another flight. Instead of Air Peace to have more additional flights. So they are all this one they are lying. All this bird attack. Is it every flight that you fly in Nigeria that you are having that attack? So it is, I think, and it is only Air Peace that will come and refute this and say it is not so and give a credible or a more standard.
Because what they are telling us right now, in terms of that delay, is just balablu. It's not.
Yeah, it's just balablu. Instead of them to get additional pilots, that okay, this pilot has done 8 hours already. Because what does it take to do 8 hours in Nigeria? Take the first flight from Lagos to Abuja, come back again. By 4 p.m., you have done 8 hours already. And no
just
pilot,
yesterday, they were delayed for 5 hours again.
5 hours. So no pilot will be ready. No pilot will be ready to go.
It's crazy, you know. If they can work on that, if Airline can work, hold on, sir. If Airline can work on that, then I don't think Air Peace have another problem. If they have a secret kind of suffocation that they are not talking about, they should talk about it. Maybe they are scared, because you can see now the little thing that happened now, they are already sanctioning them. So it's already, you and I can see now that Air Peace is a flight they are working so hard to drop out of Nigeria in totality. It's very unfortunate that we find ourselves here, because nothing is working in Nigeria. The government are not ready to do anything that would be favorable to you and I. When an individual come out to do the same, they want to bring you down, especially when you are not the favorable or the choosing tribe. Then you are in trouble. That's weird, because some of the things that some people are saying now, that Air Peace is being targeted because it's an Igbo man that owns it. Allegedly, they don't they open now. Something happened between Air Peace and a liar. They are sanctioning Air Peace. They leave the liar alone. So what do you want me to say about that? It's crazy. It's really crazy. And Light, you left a comment that I don't like it. You said those complaining about Air Peace should use other airlines. It's not monopoly business. Delays are a normal issue in Nigeria. No, I disagree with you 100%. One, Air Peace have surrendered the whole Nigeria already. You should be proud of Alan Yema. His flight is everywhere. And everybody, remember, when Nigerians want, listen, they talk all the time, if you want to become really rich, you want to be rich, now Nigeria will not be abroad where you did. All those people here, they condemn everybody. Nigeria not good. Nigeria not good. Forget. If you really want to make money in Nigeria, just provide what people need. You are good to go. And do it diligently. Do it well. You are good to go. A lot of people have embraced Air Peace. Now I mean that they attack her now. They Air Peace, because I still strongly believe that there is something that is making Air Peace, despite the explanation of Mr. Jonathan, that is making Air Peace to always delay 7 days a week.
Elvis, do you want me to tell you? You want me to tell you, Elvis?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Elvis.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know why they are delaying? You see, it might take, if you allow me, maybe a minute or two. Do you want me to explain it? So
no, let me come back to you then.
Okay, when it comes to my submission, I'll tell you.
Yes, let me just bullet point it so that you don't forget. Then, Light, you are saying that delays are a normal issue in Nigeria. I disagree with you. How you they look Nigeria? Nigeria not good, Nigeria not good. Does it mean we say everything in Nigeria is not good? Do you know how many people in Nigeria that is better than you or better than us that lives abroad? Not everything that is bad in Nigeria. A lot of people are doing better far than people that lives abroad in this Nigeria. I've seen them. Not everything that is bad here. So don't say delays is normal. It's not a normal thing. I used another flight from Benue and it was accurate. How is that normal? Why are you trying to generalize Satanism? It's not. Instead of you to be telling Air Peace to do the right thing, you are here defending rubbish.
Elvis, if you look at the statement, I think delay is part of us in Nigeria.
No. It's not a normal issue when it comes to flight. You cannot normalize it. Is it normal? No, even though it's part of us, is it
something you dey go now? No party you dey go. Now flight you won't take.
I don't understand. Delay. Somebody say they come to your wedding party. A delay come. A event that's supposed to start at 12. It started at 5. Now, is that one you are comparing with flight? Even though, should we speak, advocate for normalization of Satanism? Is it right? I was having a meeting with somebody on Sunday after church. I told this guy, I said, I feel my church finished at 12:45. For me to drive from Lekki to Ikoyi is not going to take me more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So our meeting was 1:30. I got there, this person was late. I called away, they said I'm almost there. Then I waited for another additional 15 minutes. I left.
Of course.
I left.
I go leave too.
On my way home, he now called me. Sir, I'm already here. I said, no, the appointment needs to be rescheduled whenever I have the time. Simple. Man, they wait for you. Must it be normalized? We live in a country, just be like say somebody will come out and say lies are normal thing for Nigeria. Nigeria, where almost everybody just they lie, it has become a culture. Where everybody lie and lie and lie. I'm not part of it. I hate liars. I hate people that doesn't keep to time. If we want APs to succeed, despite that the invisible attack they are doing that they are not speaking out, let's speak to these delays. Someone like me now can never use APs again until I know that they have stopped these delays. I don't want to stay airport anymore for 7 hours. Is it normal? How can that be normal? Someone allegedly now to hide under this continuous bad character, then it's affecting everybody. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, even the justification that Mr. Jonathan almost gave it, whether it is because pilot, does not hold any water. Because in a normal client, every minute, every second a flight is delayed is costing that airline more money than paying the pilot. So, water, it better make it get more pilots than say they make the flight delay. Unless is bribing them, not they pay. Because if in a normal client, when a flight is delayed for 1 hour, my God, it costs a lot of money for the airlines to pay. That is because the airport that is giving you that service will not delay you. So if you delay because of your own operational problem, that's your problem. You will pay them. Thank you.
Let me come back to you. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Light, you left another comment. If Airpeace was owned by Dangote, you left the same comment the other day, and I explained it to you. Although you did not specifically mention name like you did today, then you say if it was Dangote, if anybody will complain about Dangote, and I told you that yes, I complain about Dangote every day. I'm a builder. I complain about them all the time. It's not easy to buy cement 10,000, 11,000 naira. I complain all the time on that. But today now you are talking about Oshomole, and I will answer you. Oshomole cannot dare in his entire life complain about Dangote, because Dangote are part of the cabals that own Nigeria, and Oshomole is under that cabal. He cannot. So let's say it how it is. So Airpeace will continue to be attacked because he's just like a child under this wings of these people. Have that in mind. But if I were to be Airpeace, let me tell you how he will beat these people. If you want the people to be on your side, remember, recently, due to postmodernism, if people are on your side, you always succeed in Nigeria right now. In case you don't know, go and do your findings. If the people are on your side, no matter anybody that is fighting you, you will succeed. For example, look at Dele Farotimi when he was arrested. People were on his side, right? The pressure was high. And the government, they don't have anything to do. I'm saying the government, and that's why I want to say Baba Lola or whatever I want to call them, is government. They were under pressure to do the right thing because the people were on the side. When Very Dark Man was arrested, the people was on his side, right? The EFCC could not breathe. Common water they could not drink. Do you know why? The people was on his side. So if Airpeace have to succeed in Nigeria, he have to stylishly, even though you don't want to rub it on the faces of this satanic set of people, putting them under pressure privately. But he have to work to please the people first. But at the moment, I'm telling you, you and the few others trying to defend Airpeace cannot help Airpeace. God forbid may not get problem. Because a lot, I bet you, 90% of the people will not stand by him as of today. So, say our advice, we're not taking serious. Now, so argument, blind argument. Now they argue, they go, or the thing dissolve. For peace, for prospective purposes, because we don't know what might be happening tomorrow. You have to start prioritizing the people first. In case these people pressuring him, the way you and I know they see happens, the people will stand up to say, no, it cannot happen under our watch. Not look the eye way they look Nigeria before they look Nigeria now. Postmodernism and social media era have changed everything in totality. The government are under pressure. Tinubu visiting Benue State tomorrow now. Don't forget, it's social media. The Pope spoke, and the speech of the Pope was circulated like a widespread or wildfire. So, peace must please the people, because at the moment, the people are not happy with the continuous delays. So I don't take my advice, and I know I don't talk my own. I'd like us to start talking. In case you want to call in, this is the best time for you to call in. Let me take calls quickly so that I move on to press callers. I just want the call to come in now in the next 15 seconds. If no calls, I'm moving on. I appreciate every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Do your part by pressing on the like, help us to share. Press on the $sign if you can. Encourage what we do here. And God now will bless all our people. We have Tony Africa on the phone already. Tony Africa, thank you, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, sir. Yeah. So, yeah, I just listened to you. I was also so annoyed. I was very annoyed with that guy, that our Benin guy, when they already disturbed you. So yesterday you was talking about Black Panther to allow you to finish or something. As we just started with Oshibole's analysis, this guy just jumped me, and that guy they speak very slowly, guy, very gentleman. I don't know why. So the chief just called him Penny. Now they try to call it that time. That guy should just let you speak. They should let you present your news. You know what I'm saying? All this, the major they do like say somewhere in the deep hand for inside this thing. Did you don't call the first thing? Maybe they call him. So I'm sorry for that calling when you are finished or something. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So they should always allow you to speak. They should let you, because not be the verse, or we the verse pass. Because we don't want you to lose your other thing that you have in your head to see, and then that thing will come to say, we'll be so eager, curious, what was in his organ and watch mind. This guy didn't let you end it, so it was very painful. So that guy, we are looking at next time we're going to do that thing. Don't make me the speech, man.
All right.
So it's yeah. So my brother, the country not go nowhere. You can see now that in Israel, you see the Israel-Palestine and then the Iran war. We have less fatalities, less dead people than just Benue State. People are dying in Edo State right now. I'm very happy that you made mention of Edo State today. I want to thank you, you are a great Edo man, because that is what has been paining my mind also. When we talk about Benue Plateau, naturally when I'm not even talking about Edo, because at least as far as I'm concerned, one dead Edo person is more worth than 100 million other Nigerians, wherever they came from. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody is dying in Edo State, because that is our closest area, so we have to also add it to the one that are happening in Enugu right now. So like I said yesterday, the country is being run by warlords. We were having such situation in Somalia about 10 years ago, but now Somalia is okay now, it's back to normalcy. So, but there's nothing we can do about this country other than divide this country.
All right.
Because we are not made up of one people. That's where I was writing in the conversation, because when you are saying that we should come together, we can never come together. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Someone else will call in. I would like to quickly check. Okay, I have a call right now. Okay, Black Panther, you're on the phone. Black Panther, thank you. Talk to us. Good evening to you, my brother.
Thank you, Niger Watch. God bless everybody. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. And Niger Watch. See, I adhere to the advice my brother just gave now. So that don't let them make you lose your thought of reasoning. Because we agree that you can do it passionately, but be in charge. That's it. And I want to say yesterday, thank God, this organ that came out has uncleared the minds of everybody, and it has been justified that Oshimole was a fat liar, the liar of the century in Nigeria.
And he was planted, allegedly.
A good man of something. Yes, of course, he was planted by those the Arewa people now. Now they go plant now because they want that man to go off that SP because
exactly.
They fight for him, but they don't have the money, but they want him to because it's an Igbo man. If they don't want to hear that one, now because an Igbo man, I mean they treat that man like that has contributed to the national well-being of every citizen.
Exactly.
They took our citizen from Somalia
for free.
For free. How many of these outside and Arewa they go do? None. So let them not blame me. But the only side we are trying to make him be upright so that delay will not be caused. But I still know that delay, there is an internal wrangling that is causing.
Hey, that's why I said they should speak out. Me, I know. They should speak out.
There's something wrong. You speak out. That's what they want to tarnish his image and his airline. He should speak out. The way they tarnish other airline, they want to tarnish his own. You know, there's a group of gangrene in the airline industry. You have the Hausa, you have the Igbo, you have the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta on there is handled by the state. Those ones are very smart. Look, they should make sure that airpeace does not go down because that's the best airline for me.
So far,
for now, he has to.
Now, tear rubber, he flight, my brother, tear rubber.
Yes, now, and that short man from Enugu State, you think the things that I do, they only use. That short man just called the lie.
He was planted.
You see, they married that in 5 wives, so.
No, that one don't run tele, huh? Allegedly. That one don't run allegedly. Tele for the past 6 years or so. That one don't run tele allegedly.
Who should be loaded with wisdom to advise children is not perpetrating what Yahoo boys do because Yahoo boys said they're the liar. So I can call him a Yahoo senator.
All right.
My brother, let us, and also, like let me tell you, let us also have a deal talk on the Iran and Israel and.
Yes, on a close up, we can always switch and talk about something else. I'll give minutes for us to say that, but just coming on air on that particular topic will be difficult.
We have to learn a lot from it.
All right.
We have to just oppose and learn a lot from it. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. I'd like to take another call quickly. Oga Alabo, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Nigerians.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, everyone, the panelists. Mr. Niger Watch, God bless you for what you are doing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
It's well. The people we have as leaders, one thing I want you to understand is that we shouldn't expect any empathy from President Tinubu. A man who will tell you that power is not server like that, you should grab it, run with it. Anybody who wants to carry something and run away with it, it means it's ready for any violence, and anything that will come out of that violence, whether it's death, is not their concern. So people with such heart, they don't care about human beings. In their closest, what they will be saying, let them kill themselves if they don't want to make peace. That is why it will come in public and let the people know, Benue State, they should try and see how they can live together. The same thing Buhari said. Who are the people you want these people to live together? That is my concern. Who are these people? Who is coming to take responsibility? This was the same point I made when this incident happened. We know we don't encourage jungle justice. But as soon as this incident happened in Edo State, Kanu laid claims to those people, and your governor went and paid so much money for compensation. But all these things happening now in Benue State, nobody has come out to claim it, to say, okay, we are responsible. It's because you people kill our cow, you did this. So who are you going to learn to live in peace with? So you know, is there anything they know that they are not telling Nigerians? In other places, civilized places, one life, you will see media address You will see step by step they are taking to identify the perpetrators, the masterminders. But in Nigeria, if it is to abuse somebody now, yes, Nwoke would have arranged a press conference, call all the media, pay them money. Immediately they will sit down and begin to talk. They will start to abuse everybody in Nigeria. If anybody talk anything against Tinubu, we will organize. Because Ameti says something, immediately the next day he call for press conference, wasting the resources of the country. But over how many lives of Nigeria they have lost? It happened in Plateau State. Almost 600. President was in France enjoying himself. He did not do anything. Flood took over thousands of lives. He did not visit it today. So this one now, because international communities, because of you people.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That was the thing that made him to even think of going to Benue State.
All right.
God will save our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, callers, we are done for now. I would like us to just move into the panel. So we're already 2 hours, and on this one, I talk for a long time today. But before I will come into press callers, I'd like to go to my brother again, Light. Light, you said you don't think Oshomole was planted. It was just coincidence. He just misbehaved. Oh God, this Light, where are you from? Oshomole misbehaved. Then you now say, however, is so much envy against LPs. Who is is it the people? People that hate LPs today, think it's the people. Oh God, many of us, we see they sleep. Light, wake up. I wish I did where you did my pour cold water for your head, make you wake up. Oshomole know what they do. There's nothing like coincidence. Coincident care. We are. Make Oshomole show us the body pass. Now, there I go, no, say yes. Maybe it's close to coincidence. I don't know if you argue all this thing again. Oga Prince, you are the first on the panel. You have 15 minutes. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. God bless you. Thank you for your strength and your continuity. Mommy Dasura, I appreciate your efforts as well concerning this station, and those in comment section, I celebrate you as always. And my fellow panelists, I say wonderful evening to you all. Yes, let me quickly talk about the issue of the Oshomole peace on Nigerians. You see, I want to reserve my comments until Oshomole comes out with to present a ticket, because I like to work with evidence. Until Oshomole come out with evidence that he's got a checking ticket that shows that he already checking online, as he said, I would want to believe that Oshomole, a person of his own capacity, will present himself so low to come and start lying in the media and lying to the old Nigerians, thinking that we are gullible, just the way they convince us when it comes to politics. To be a thing of the shame, a thing of a shame. So if anybody is hearing me that is close to Oshomole, should tell him to get prepared and bring his evidence to TV, so we don't tag him as someone that is against the progressives in Nigeria when it comes to investment. Because people like that, as a senator, is not supposed to stand in the side of destruction as an element of disruption of Nigerian investors, as against the rules of societal building. So we are expecting him to come and convince us with concrete evidence that he actually arrived at the airport before we take it from there. Meanwhile, talking about delay in herpes or delay in the system of Nigeria, it is in all areas of life in Nigeria. This is simply because there is no repercussion for wrongdoings. Just like the justice system has been corrupt, just like the electoral system has been corrupt, just like the security system has been corrupt, just like every system in Nigeria has compromised because there is no system put in place to checkmate all these activities. The same way you see airline, somebody who buy a ticket for 9 o'clock and go and fly by 5 o'clock. It's an absolute sin to humanity when it comes to dignity, in terms of dignity in business. So it is because the purpose of the government is to provide an enabling environment for system to function properly by check balancing between producers and consumers. And how do they do this? By providing areas that will checkmate by way of insurance and compensation. You see the misbehavior of this airline, whether a piece or whatever, this unnecessary delay, it is because there's no repercussion for it. Take, for instance, in a civilized or a serious society, when a flight delay more than 2.5 hours, the company is entitled, the consumer of that flight is entitled to at least an average of £450 per passenger paid as compensation, even if they still take that flight. Even if they take that flight. I can remember 2 years ago, I was flying to a place called Lanzarote with my family from England. There was a delay of flight. In fact, this was not even a delay because it was close to 5 hours, 5.5 hours. We didn't call this a delay anymore. Inside that 5.5 hours, my kids and I, and my wife, were provided a meal that cost close to £100. We ate that at the airport and they asked us to relax. They took my kids to playground where they would enjoy themselves before the flight came in. And the flight came in, we flew to Lanzarote and arrived late. And I filled the compensation form and I was paid £2,600 in addition. If this kind of system is organized in Nigeria, no flight will delay 1 minute, I bet you. Because the system has been arranged nonsensically, people do what they like and they know that there is no repercussion for it. That's exactly, you see, this kind of misbehavior. All transport system must keep to time if there is compensation to be paid. Because there is no compensation for wrongdoing, people do what they like. And that is not just only in the transport system, it is in all ramifications. Where you see somebody, you have an appointment with somebody, close the door. You have an appointment with somebody, the person will go and come in 2 hours. We arrive there in 2 hours and tell you, oh, I'm sorry, because you have no choice. You take that sorry as an excuse. It is uncalled for and it is unacceptable in every society because every 1 minute in a serious society counts. 1 minute counts. Just the same way, when you are driving a vehicle, you must provide the vehicle all the necessary documents to make sure that the document is worthy of use, whether as commuter or for private use. Because when you have an accident in any way, coincidentally clash with other vehicle, you have to bring out your insurance to secure the compensation. So for that reason, you have to be very, very careful when you are driving so you don't clash unnecessarily into other vehicles. That is why when you use the road the way you are not supposed to make use of the road, you pay compensation by way of fine. They send you a ticket. This is a control measures that is supposed to be done. So in this system called Nigeria, this kind of thing is not done. It's not done. It's not there. So people misbehave. That is why you see that the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Everything falls back to the head of the poor man. Who suffer the delay of every transport system, not just the airline in Nigeria. It is the common masses that suffers it. If I have an appointment in Lagos and I'm traveling from Benue or Enugu, for instance, to Lagos, and my appointment is 6 o'clock, I am supposed to take a vehicle in the morning to arrive there in the afternoon and relax before I go for the appointment. If they delay, I will miss the appointment and nothing will happen. But it doesn't happen in a civilized society or a serious society. You pay compensation for those things. So for this kind of things to be controlled, you can't just say, okay, LP should go and check whatever he's doing to make sure that he takes care of this delay, blah, blah, blah. Someone is saying is because the drivers, he has no enough pilot to do so. No, these are not excuses. Because they don't pay compensation, they do what they like. Once they say any airline that delay more than 2 or 3 hours in the airport, we first of all return the money used to buy ticket by the passenger, return it back to the passenger, and pay extra compensation. You will see that there is no single airline that will not leave when it is 30 minutes after the scheduled time. There will be serious commitment. That is why I talk about system infrastructure. A system where there is no infrastructure that will checkmate those that are making use of that system is always porous. The same thing is happening right now in every society in Nigeria, like what is happening in Benue, because people commit evil. They buy people unnecessarily. Nobody checked it. They just go free. They go scot-free. Buying people has become a business of the day because nothing will happen. You see the president talking as if they just buy some goats, not human beings. You see the commissioner Egbetokun said, he made a statement that made me to start laughing. He said, in fact, talking about the problem in Benue, the commissioner Egbetokun said something funny. He said, why there are physical destruction within the society, the people can see that, but there are spiritual battles. I call it spiritual. I didn't use that word spiritual. He said there are sin battles that we are correcting that you people don't see. That is to say, those things are spiritual because we don't see them doing the physical battle. You live where you are supposed to fight and go and start fighting somewhere. He also said that, coming to those that are coming to attack these communities, they will keep coming, but one day they will attack and they won't go back. That is the words of a security officer that is trained to be proactive and also be reactive. Instead, they come after the event has happened. That is not a wise word from a security officer. A security officer that is trained to be proactive and reactive cannot say such a words. He's talking as if he's a pastor. That one day.
Okay, Prince Collins, I beg, I want to leave the platform and I want you to manage it. Are you available? I want to take some break.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Everybody on the panel, let everybody have 15 minutes, so that we can round up. When you are done, you don't already do 8 minutes now. So time yourself. Everybody else, Mr. Jonathan is the next, followed by Madam Patricia before 2 Naija. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I've got 7 minutes more. All right. Mr. Jonathan, stop me when it's time. I'll be talking. I don't know. You see,
Mr. Elvis, before you go, and it gets something where I won't tell you today, and I won't say it on the platform, but there. Anyway, you're on the background. You will be listening. I know.
No, say it. Let me hear.
No, I just, that would be my time for my submission because I want to jump into the time of Mr. Prince.
No, his time is paused now.
Oh, okay. No, it's the development that is happening in that we're seeing now in central Nigeria. All these things that we're seeing, and I think that for me, the platform Naija Watch is not being projected or properly marketed. As this thing is going on. Because I will say this, that when this news broke Friday evening, Saturday morning last week, it was on this platform, Naija Watch. Everything that was said on Naija Watch is what we are hearing today. So I think you should emphasize that. Because now people are taking credit. Oh, this one is the first person. Even I saw a video. You did a video say VDM is the one that made Tinubu. No, it's not VDM. The voice was on Naija Watch, first of all. So everything that is there is no, as far as I am concerned, right? There is no, anything that we've been hearing since yesterday, Nigerian media, is not news because it has been Naija Watch. So I want you to project Naija Watch in that respect and let them know that everything has been stated on this platform. Mr. Tinubu going to Benue, it's not from anywhere. It came from this platform. They heard it on this platform vehemently.
All right.
So it is here.
Okay,
so I think credit
will explain more later. Yes.
Yeah.
sometimes I like when you people speak like this, because if I say it myself, some people might think, oh, you're giving all the credit to yourself. It's just like obedient, the word obedient, moving and supporting Peter Obi started from this platform, Nigeria Watch, 3-4 months before people now get to know that, there's a man called Peter Obi, let's support him. But sometimes when we say these things, some people don't think we want to give ourselves credit. So I really appreciate you, Mr. Jonathan. I would like to hear more explanation on this particular submission later on. Oga Prince, you have the floor, sir. Thank you. It's just 4 of you right there. Thank you.
All right. So you see, the what is happening right now, coming back to the issue of Benue and all that now, what is happening right now in Nigeria, for me, I've predicted this. If Oga Elvis can remember, right for the past 2 years, I've been predicting what is going to happen in Nigeria, that it is just like a triangle, that you stand at the edge of the triangle and you keep expanding. It has no end. It expands because the crisis in Nigeria is going to grow until they will be able to contain it. People will start running. Even the politicians will start running. That is the way it is going, because there is no effort being made to correct this present menace in Nigeria. A situation whereby politicians are not interested in capacity building. They are not interested in empowerment. They are not interested in building the security apparatus of the nation. They are not interested in doing anything that will enhance the common man. All they know is corruption, stealing, and looting. That kind of society, prayers can never save such society, because heaven don't help those that are refusing to help themselves. Because God has given us wisdom. In his own knowledge, he gave us wisdom. He created us in his own image and gave us wisdom and knowledge of understanding to be able to differentiate between good, bad, and ugly situation. If we have decided to choose the ugly and the bad side of life and follow it, that is the result we are going to get. Because you can't sow cassava and reap corn. You can't sow maize and reap plantain. It is what you sow that you reap. Nigeria is not in any way ready to progress Nigeria forward for us to see that change that we want. Tinubu has been saying that he's desperate to change Nigeria for the past 2 years now. And what they start doing now is to start talking about 2027. Why they are not talking about how they are going to, release the people from perpetual suffering, perpetual servitude and subjugation. They are only talking about coming back to 2007. They might not get to that time. Look at the crisis in the nation right now. It will get to a time politicians will not even have space to campaign. It is not, you only campaign when there is peaceful, in a peaceful environment. You can't campaign in an environment that there is chaos. First, if you want to fight for progress, you fight for peace. You can't fight for peace you can't fight for progress when there is no peace. You can only be progressive when there is a peaceful environment for you to do such thing. Nigeria government is not ready to create that peace, and nothing is going to be done that will bring that peace if we don't do it physically. Dubai was not created by God. Dubai was created by the people. They build it to the capacity it is today, that people now run to it to see what is going on. Civilized world was built by the people, not by prayers, not by visionaries in terms of spiritual interventions. No, it has to be physical. Until Nigerians decide to wake up and say, okay, yes, this is the time that we have to take our nation back from these corrupt leaders, from these evil people that call themselves leaders, rulers of darkness. Until such thing happen, there will be no peace for the wicked. There will be no peace for the wicked. I'm not saying it. I'm not trying to, some people might be listening and say, oh, God forbid, because we know how to use mouth to say God forbid. Fight for your rights, your justice, and your equity will come. If you don't fight, you don't get what you want. Because in fact, the Bible says, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and violence taketh it by force. If you don't wake up from your slumber, you'll be sleeping and you sleep to death. That's the way it is. If you don't wake up from your slumber, you will sleep and sleep to death. At the end of the day, you'll be buried by your co-fellow brothers and sisters in your environment. That's what is happening in Benue right now. That's what is happening. A time will come, even the governor of Benue will not have space to live. So that's where we are walking to. So the time is now. And when the president begin to say that we are going to see an achievement in a short while, I begin to wonder how it's going to happen. First of all, a society that wants to build, the first stage of a government that you see that is going to build is to first of all identify its people. We don't even know how many people that we have in Nigerians. Nigerians that they don't even have identity. We don't know who is a Nigerian, who is a foreigner, or who is whoever. Because people flock in and come out. We have no border. The border security is porous. So how can you control this kind of society and say, okay, there's going to be progress when you cannot identify your people? So how can you distribute your amenities or your social amenities equitably? How can you embark on empowerment when the people are not identified? How can you embark on meaningful development when the people are not identified in any means? It's a pity that we are still living in dreams instead of reality. It's a big pity. And until we have a turnaround, we are going nowhere. I'll stop here and let Oga Jonathan continue from there. Thank you very much, and I appreciate everyone while we listen.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Thanks for your submission. I appreciate it. And I greet you, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. And God bless you. And fellow panelists, I greet you all. God bless you. Mommy Diaspora, welcome. God bless you greatly. And all the commenters and all the callers, I greet you all. God bless you all. Welcome. Yeah, you said something, Mr. Collins. You talked about campaign. You see these Nigerian politicians, their campaign will go on. That campaign, they will campaign. Because when their campaign comes, that is when you will know that there is security. That security that they cannot bring out now, they will bring it out. And then their campaign will go on for themselves. Unfortunately, just unfortunately, and sadly too, it is the victims, the Nigerian victims, that will be ailing them. You will see them in their numbers at those events. That is you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that that's what is going to happen. We'll see. All of us will see the pictures. We'll see it. That's what is going to happen. But I want to dwell on the subject matter. I don't want to dwell, today on the issue of increasing security personnel. I believe that today, at least today, I've on the social media, I've seen people have spoken, buttressing the position that was stated, here by people like myself, position that was stated here yesterday, that our problem is a problem of efficiency. There is no efficiency at all. It's absolute lack of efficiency. So I'm not going to dwell on that. And I want to put this caveat out before I go on, that to such comment or such idea, for me personally, everybody is entitled to their opinion. But for me personally, my non-comment or non-response to such comments or idea going forward does not and will never equate to agreement to such notion or such idea, which I believe they are misguided. So I just want to state that. So my not comment to it or non-response to it, we never equate to agreement to it. So I'll leave it. I'll leave that there. It is only the platform. You know, the platform sets the agenda, and the platform determine and state as well, unequivocally, what it stands for. It is the platform that determines that. So I'll leave that. You see, what we saw happening, that happened this past weekend in Nigeria. Again, none of us should be surprised. Must say that. Just yesterday again, or 2 days ago, actually, you know, we saw similar thing happen in Enugu State. It's continuing unabated. People were by again, innocent people, vulnerable people, armless people, citizens were by again. And I said 24 hours after the massacre, this latest massacre in Benue State, I said, if the president comes out and be visiting all these spots, you know, you see the one that happened in Benue, he said he's going there tomorrow. Another one happened in Enugu, maybe by Thursday or Friday, it's also there. Another happened maybe by weekend or next, it's also there. Nobody will tell him. Nobody will tell him if he is truly a leader to take decisive action, because yeah. Hello? Hello, somebody is there. Somebody on mute.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So as I was saying, nobody will tell him, because that will preoccupy him. He will have nothing to do other than visiting spot and location of disasters in his own terrain.
But you see facts.
You will see facts, because he's supposed to, now that he's going tomorrow, right? I think by Friday or weekend, he should also be in Enugu. He should be in Enugu State too. So by the time he's doing that, as a person, as a human being that have blood flowing in his veins, you see children, babies, infants being slaughtered like that. Nobody will tell you to take decisive action. Nigeria don't have a president. Yeah, you like it or take it, or you take it or you don't, whatever, it's your own problem. Nigeria just don't have a president. Because what a president will do in this instance, in that conference or press conference or speech that he gave yesterday, where he said it in a very, very, take it so as if nothing, as if he's doing us a favor, as if he's doing the Nigeria. I will look into my schedule and I will see how I will be there on Wednesday. That is a statement of someone who is doing, I will check into my schedule. You see, as if he's doing us a favor. What a president will do, you will vow. What president does is that they vow. I mean, in that podium, you will vow that I will use everything within the power of this country militarily to fish out the perpetrators. You will vow, literally, that's what president does. Because they buy your people, that you will make a vow right there and then, that you are sending a clear-cut message to the security agencies across board.
Instead, he downplayed it to ethnic conflicts.
That's it. All of them will wake up. The president had just made a vow that I will make sure that all these people are fished out. Who joke around your people being by? Which president, which normal nation does that? Even if you don't have anything, you will still, you will still bring it out. Are you kidding me? Israel attacked them. You think they are messing around? Within 24 hours, they strike back. It does not matter. That is what president does. That is what your people want to see. We have a president that is standing for us. We don't have. And the idea that some people are putting out there that we have a tribal president, stop that Yoruba argument. Stop it, for crying out loud. It is simply nonsensical. It doesn't make any sense. Tinubu is not a tribalist. Tinubu is a self-centered man. He's a self-centered politician whose only agenda, the only agenda of Mr. is himself and himself alone. And he will use whoever that is available. Whether it's Yoruba, Tinubu will use. Whether it's a Igbo man, whether it's a Benue man, Efik man, Hausa man, Fulani man, Tinubu will use. It does not matter to him. His policies only favor those that he can use to achieve his self-agenda. Use it to acquire wealth. Use it to extend his political grip, the grip he has. Use it to control future leaders and future leadership of his party and indeed the entire country. That is who he is. It's not that, but it's not. First of all, people that are even saying this, I'm always, each time I listen to them, but I think today I should respond to it. Even people who doesn't even understand politics, they just come out and say he's a tribe. That is not it. See the man for who he is. He's a self-centered man. His policies, is he only affecting Hausa people, Fulani people, or Igbo people? Or Niger Delta people? His policies are affecting even his own people. In fact, they are the most affected, most impacted. Tinubu is a tribalist. If you don't have any other language to use or any other words to characterize it, go and find it. Don't be in a hurry to come out and mischaracterize it by misleading the people. Go and find it. Find the right way to characterize it. Don't be in a hurry. It's not about that. If Tinubu finds a useful idiot today that he will use to his maximum advantage to be the finance minister of Nigeria, he will not hesitate. Whether it's a Fulani man or whether it's Igbo man, Tinubu will do. If Tinubu finds a useful idiot today that will be the central bank governor for him, he will not hesitate. He will care less. He will do it. So it's not about Tinubu it's about himself to extend his grip on his party, first of all, and the country, the way he did in Lagos State, and he's still doing. So the problem that we have in Nigeria it's not going anywhere. We can't solve the problem. Unfortunately, as much as we all like to have the problem solved, it can't be. Talking about solutions, not just talking, with preferred solutions. With preferred solutions. He always eats the right, sometimes he will eat the right button. He said on June 12th, on the floor of the National Assembly, he said, and I quote him, he said, the best of politicians have always used the advice from their most potent opponent, most vicious opponent. Yeah, that was the word. The best of politicians, they get their best, the best thing that they do always come from the most vicious opposition. Yes. And that's a fact. When you sit down and you look at it, truly, everything that is being said by opposition, either regular through the regular mainstream or on social media, you sit down, solutions have been preferred across board. But because it doesn't suit you, you are not taking it. We saw cows on the street. Now we know, even before now, we know the people that owns these cows. They are the people that are in government. That is why they can't do anything. A sitting house member, he himself alone has more than 100. If you number them, what we saw in the video, over 100, if not to 200 cows, one man. Is it that person that will sit in the National Assembly and make laws that will favor Nigerians on this one, on the buying of Nigeria? No, he's not. He will protect himself. He will protect cows than Nigerians. That is where we are in Nigeria. Nigeria is not, let me just end. Let me just say this and then again. Nigeria is not a normal country. Absolutely abnormal. But the other part of it, Nigeria is a nation. Nations just doesn't fall from heaven. People makes up a nation. It is people. It is people. So invariably, we can conclude that it is the people that are not normal. The people living in that space, they are not normal. Majority of them, and I say largely majority of them are not normal. So I'll leave it here for now. Thank you very much. Let the next person take over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. You have really given us a vivid explanation of what it is. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, and you actually stopped at the exact time. It's like you were using your time. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mr. Tunaja, are you there? Mr. Tunaja? While we are waiting for Mr. Tunaja, Mr. Jonathan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, while we are waiting for Mr. Tunaja, for me, you see, the issue of this herdsmen, attacking southeast, southwest, and part of the south-south, it's not far-fetching from, this analysis I'm going to give now. First of all, you see the land in these territories, are very, very fertile. It can grow enough, grasses for animal grazing within a short time because we've got enough rain, enough. The land is fertile enough to produce and reproduce at any point in time. Then you're not talking about because this is a lucrative stuff for the herdsmen.
It is.
Then you're not talking about the herders. They've been nomadic, cattle rearers for the past centuries and has refused to change from this old way to improve system of animal husbandry. Why? Because the government is not ready to take them out of that old system of cattle rearing. Because the money that we use to invest on this purpose, because they have no value for human, they prefer to embezzle those cash to themselves and use it for unwise activities. So, and in the third place, because the government has refused to stop, corruption and invest meaningfully on agriculture, these kind of issues will not stop because the herdsmen, they feel neglected just like every other Nigerians. So they have to personally fight for their territory to get what they want. And just as you said, in addition, it is those that are in government, the millionaire, because if you look at those herdsmen, many of them, they can't provide the kind of cattle that you see with them. Some of them will have, well-fed, good cattle running to 50, 60. And this, when you calculate this at an average of 500,000, it's enough millions there. Mm-hmm. So what is really the issue? We are yet to know the root cause of this problem, and they know the root cause of the problem. They don't want to iron it out because they are benefiting from it, and that is why it's going to fall back on them very soon, and everything is going to be
they are benefiting from it. The irony is that at this point in time, is it not even now that you now have politicians that are investors in this business of cattle rearing?
Yeah,
they are the ones that are there. Is it not now that they should even invest more and make laws to get out of those?
If they are wise,
is it not now that they have the opportunity? They have the power to make
to pump government money into it and use the opportunity
and modernize it, take it from that Stone Age period.
Exactly.
Is it when you are out of government you still want to continue? Now most of them have their cows. Example, the one that we saw today, they say is the house member Dixon from Makurdi Federal Constituency in Benue State.
Yeah.
So we saw his cow on the street. If you know, over 100 cows. Is it that one now that will sit down there and make laws? He will be pretending. It's not. It's just the whole thing is just so.
Yeah. Is it
that guy too? That assistant to the governor. You see the assistant. They call him one special assistant to the governor.
They suspended
people. I'm suspecting that he also has cows. Because I don't see where, in the Yoruba we say Omodo. Omodo simply means house help. House help, firing house help. You have house help. Your house help to employ house help. That is the case now. It's not, you see that the whole thing is so messy. You are an assistant. They call you a special assistant to the governor. It is in Nigeria that a special assistant also has chief of staff and is firing his chief of staff. Omodo. Firing Omodo, employing Omodo. And Omodo is firing Omodo. You see, when we say Nigeria is not normal, you see where we are coming from. He has his own cows, this man. I'm suspecting. Why will you fire people that participated in peaceful protests?
And this is a governor that said he wants peace in the land.
Can you imagine?
He was supposed to be part of the protest.
He's supposed to be part of the protest. He's firing his own staff.
Okay, you see?
That's
where we are. They are the owner of those cattle. They are the ones that are bringing these people in.
They are
using the people for business.
Exactly.
Buying innocent people for their selfish ends.
That is what is happening. They will not. If you see the one that just happened in Enugu State now, 2 days ago now, the police have not said anything. The governor have not said anything. Now we are saying it here now. You are saying it here now. Now. We're saying it here now. Tomorrow, you will see everybody.
Yeah, you see them reacting tomorrow.
Reacting tomorrow to it. The governor of the state, they quiet your people. Women are on the street. We saw the video on Arise now. Women are on the street protesting. Nothing from the governor. There is no sensitivity to, respect to human life at all. At all. Nigerians just don't respect human lives at all. Even
they
if
don't
value it at all. Even if it is one person that the governor of a state should have come out immediately and make a statement. It is
if not that the Pope, you'll be surprised that if not that the Pope make a statement concerning this issue, Agbado wouldn't have said anything.
No way. He will not have said anything.
As if nothing happened.
If
not from the Pope and what VDM did, maybe those two things put together. Even the mainstream media, they don't even care.
No.
What about Babajide Ochitokun? That was very loud. That was very active during.
That's the template now. When it is something, that's the template. When it is an event or something that is not favorable to the government, all of them will keep quiet. They will just say it in a very, trivial way, so that you won't say they don't mention it at all, as if they are coming back to it, so that it will be on record that they mention it. They will not stay on it, no. But if it is something now, can you imagine if it is something about the opposition now, or something now that involves Peter Obi or any other opposition political party? This thing you are talking about, he will have sat down for 1 hour and they will be interviewing him. He that is supposed to be interviewing people.
Yeah.
He will be the one. He will sit down comfortably and they will interview him, and he will spew everything that his paymaster has ordered him to. He will use the opportunity. You will ask him all those questions, and he will be spewing it, out of his mouth for 1 hour. He will do that. Where are they now that they cannot sit down for 1 hour? Normal crime.
Speak against their principle.
You will see Nigerian media supposed to be in Benue by now. Supposed to be all over the space, Nigeria, at least even for the respect of life. Just give them even 4 days, or even 3 days alone, that all of them will be there. And it's, for me, maybe because of my background, my initial background as a journalist, maybe that is why I'm saying this. And now Sheon Okibaloye is sitting there in the studio. The next 3, 4, 5 days, no, that's your evening politics. Supposed to be in Makurdi location. That's where you should be having it from. That is where you should be, that live from that place. That's where you should be having that show from. You can interview whoever you want to interview. That's where you should be. Abati and all of them on our right. That's where that morning show, all of them should have packed themselves there.
No, I'm gonna go kill them. They're afraid of their life. They won't go. You see, you'll be surprised. And the mainstream media, they now bring out the recordings and these photos of social media to present their own news.
More than 50% of what they will be showing is social media.
Social media. That's what they show. They don't even live where they are. They live in the comfort of their kitchen. I mean, of their listening and do whatever they are doing. They don't even travel.
That's not journalism. That's not journalism. This is something else. It's not journalism. Supposed to be there. Even you're talking about their lives being their lives. No, I don't. That notion is not correct, because there are places where they can stay. They can get security, protect themselves. See the one that happened in Enugu. These Marudas, they even have, they said the people that came to that village, that community, to buy them, all of them, helicopter dropped them. And that helicopter was hovering around for 1 hour that they used to complete their slaughter.
Yeah, exactly.
Providing, that's according to Punch newspaper. It's not anything. This is according to Punch newspaper today. That it was the people in that community said helicopter dropped them, and that helicopter did not go. That helicopter was hovering around for over an hour, where they finished their work, providing cover for them.
Okay.
When I read that, my mouth was open ajar. I said, in Nigeria? So it's only God that will save those people living in those communities.
Exactly. And it's a pity that people, oh my God, it's a pity that people cannot, the government cannot guarantee the common citizens just ordinary safety, not even food security, and not even social amenities or anything, just safety of life. They can't even guarantee that. The lowest thing that you can do for the people, you can't guarantee that. They are not even asking you for food now. They are not asking you for good roads. They are not asking you for water. They are not asking you for clothes. They are not asking you for health. They are not asking you for anything. Just let them be. No.
Nigeria.
You are buying them.
Nigeria is so funny. You see that yesterday when Mr. Tinubu went, where he gave that speech, I read, they said he went to commission borehole. In this age and time,
President.
2025, a president commissioning borehole and you are not ashamed. You know, as we're speaking now, I'm looking on my TV and I'm seeing leaders of nations, you know, that were invited to the G7. I say, where is my country here? This is where Nigeria, this is where Mr. Tinubu is supposed to be at the G7. I saw presidents there, Indian president, Brazilian president, South African president. But who will invite you to G7? That's where you're supposed to go and make deals. Countries are knocking, they are just signing deals all day since morning. They are just signing deals back and forth at the G7. That's where you're supposed to go. You are not there. So it's just so it's because they don't see Nigeria finish. Who will invite you to G7? I believe the last time Nigeria was invited to G7 was during Goodluck Jonathan, if I'm right, because is it in this atmosphere insecurity in the land?
Yeah, what's he going to say? They will ask him question then. He would
They will ask him question, finish on the side. So what will he tell them? What? It's so Nigeria is so disheartening. And talking of solution, you know, like when we talk, and then I think earlier you're talking about solutions, and you know, because the thing will always be people will come and say, okay, you are just talking and talking. So what should be done? What is it that should be done? What are the ways forward? Or those, you know, they look for those. For me, I find it very cheap, because if you have been listening enough, you will know that solutions have been put out there in every ramifications, every area. You know, that as citizens of Nigeria, you know, solutions are out there. You know, it is just that those solutions,
they don't listen, they don't care. Imagine this present republic right now, or this present democracy have lasted for about 26 years now.
Yeah.
You see, 26 years of uninterrupted democratic process. Nigeria could not guarantee just a legal and a corresponding identity that will be, you know, credible enough to show that this is a Nigerian and this is not a Nigeria. They cannot just create a structure that can first of all identify the people, which is the first step of development. That's the basic.
That's the first step, the basic. Yeah.
Nigeria cannot even guarantee that for 26 years.
They can't without putting some stupid politics and tribal and regional politics and sentiment into it. They can't do it. And no country will respect you if you don't have that. You know, the Nigerians have been advocating this. It says the journey of 1,000 miles. You know,
start from the start.
It's start from a day. So Rome was not built in one day, as they say. So you start if you start 10 years ago, and for me, you know, we can't go anywhere. That is the starting point. I always say that. I've been saying that for over a decade.
From there.
Anywhere I have the opportunity, I always say that if the country starts now and they set a time for it, you don't want to do it. It's not a fast. It's not, you know, we call the fast through approach. What they call all this fast food approach. No, it's not McDonald's or KFC approach that you will use. You have to do it while you are doing your KFC and McDonald's approach, but on the side of it, you have to start from the scratch. That's what system does. That's how it is done. It is done. And in a way that no politician will come and truncate it once that process begins. It will stay firm. Because the only way you can recognize the citizens of a country
is to give them identity.
Is to identify who is who. That is the starting point. Because, and I've always advocated that, see, there are two ways to it. could be some other better ways or better options that people have, but I've always advocated these two ways. It's either they start right from the scratch, and I mean from the scratch, or they start maybe from almost from the middle, or they can use the combination of both of them. Those are the ways. There's no any other way. And to start from the scratch simply means that 26 years that you said, consider if Nigeria had started, say, 2007, after Obasanjo was leaving, right? That will now be about 18 years. Children born at that time, most of them are now, most of them are out of secondary school now. Almost all of them.
Children born at that time is almost 40% of the present population.
But yeah, they're out of, yes, and most of them are even, some of them are even in universities now.
Exactly.
So you start from a place where anyone that is born in Nigeria, boom, it's like an identity. You can't run away. They have tagged you.
Exactly.
They have tagged you. You cannot have two identity. The moment, as long as it is in that Nigeria that a woman gave birth to you, you are tagged.
Exactly. If Obasanjo started, like Obasanjo wanted to start it, it was the police commissioner that embezzled the money. Remember that time?
Yeah.
So if Obasanjo started at that time, or after he arrested that police commissioner and he invested all that money and started at that time, imagine if it had started in 2003. Now it will be 22 years. So everybody born at that age will have residence. So if they are talking about wiping corruption, is as a gradual, just as you said, a gradual process whereby people born outside that age can be caught with unnecessary identification, but no problem. But anybody inside that age will be tagged as somebody that is not a regular Nigerian if he does not have it.
Yes.
So
exactly.
If such thing is done, then you will see that the generation that have got the right identity will fight for those generations that have not got it, because they look as if they've been cheated. They want that equality and right to be given to everyone, because they want no one to be left out. But Nigeria, they are not ready to set a system. You know why?
They are not ready.
Because once they set a system, their corruption will not be possible anymore. Because that is an average way you can fight corruption. Setting a system in place.
Exactly. And if Nigerians are in a hurry, they don't even want to start from the scratch, or they can start from the scratch, but if they are really, really in a hurry, see, look at the students in Nigeria that are taking JAMB. If you are not, that is the way, those are the people that the government must go and register. If you are not registered with this person, you cannot do JAMB.
Exactly.
See, you tag them too. That's another way to tag them. And even whereby you can't do it, and that number becomes your number for life. It's just like the way they give this thing in a matriculation number.
Yeah.
Your matric number, you get it, and it's with you till your last day in that university. You see? So and this time now it becomes a public record. You can't go away with it. And exactly. If you know that, okay, it is not everybody that will end up in universities. You see, and then you talk about people that are in the rural areas. See Tinubu distributing money to people for their own benefit. It is not for development. If it is for development, both structural development, redevelopment, see, the easiest people to tag or to identify are the rural people. The rural people, they are the easiest, because you can use government incentive to tag them.
Yeah.
Like if you have this number of children, that is it. And if you don't bring them up to be identified or to be numbered, you cannot get this incentive. If it is money, fine. We are going to get this money for the next 6 months. But before you to be eligible, we want to see you and all your children. That's how government. Exactly. And then you cannot come back 3 months later and say, I have another child somewhere. No. The legal process will be too cumbersome. So bring them out now and identify them. There are many ways that they can use. And then they go.
They are not ready.
The process.
And these people will travel abroad. They will travel abroad. The first thing they do is to go and fight for residence.
Yes.
That's for me. It's a sign of stupidity of the highest order. Then you come back to your own system and begin to wallow in slumber and in nonsensical, senseless activities.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No nation can grow without proper identification.
No, never. That is why I have decided about Nigeria some years ago. I just know, because there is no way to deal. If a government is coming, any government that comes and say, okay, yes, I want to face redevelopment, it's going to be clear to everyone. You don't need to tell us that, everything is going to be fine. This suffering is going to end in 2 years' time. There must be a clear evidence of what you are doing, even if the dividends are not coming out, but there must be that clear evidence of road paths that you are taking. You can't talk to us as if you are talking to laymen or blind or deaf people.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking to intellectuals.
Yes.
I can see our dream nation. Should that be
Mr. Alabo.
Mr. Alabo.
Yeah, we can take the floor.
You can take over if you want to have something to say. Yeah.
You, both of you are doing great. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Oga Prince. Nigerians, I will always come with this. Let us not give up. We always find the wrong people leading us. But this time around, we want to correct that mistake. We have sent a message to them that it's not going to be business as usual. So for them, yes, Weke will be using his voice, shouting, 2027 wants to do this. We want to do this. He is known for what? Rigging election. Under his watch, we suffered in Rivers State. We lost a lot of life from 2015 to 2023. Not less than 30-something lives in Rivers State under his watch because of electoral violence, which we suffered. So when you see people like that, the character of people like that also are in Benue State, which is the secretary to the state federal government. What are they dragging? They are dragging for power. Who wants to control the state resources? That is what this is. You brought a pastor, a reverend father, to pursue the other one. What is his name? He's also a pastor in Redeem that joined a wike of the former Benue State governor who brought his own candidate. They chased that one out and they manipulated the result. Now he's in position because of disagreement sharing formula, because you are a secretary to the federal government. So therefore, your state should not have peace, political crisis. People now are dying with the influence of someone who is sitting next to the president. Do you know the position of a secretary to the federal government? There is nothing you want to bring out that will not go through him, that he will not see. That is the work of a secretary. You cannot tell me that all the intelligence you are gathering, everything coming, you are not aware. If not that people raise concern before you can even see him bring a voice to speak. If not, he was quiet because you have a problem with the governor. Is that the kind of leader I want to produce? No. These people don't have empathy. They don't have any feelings. Their conscience is dead. People who have conscience will not be coming and frustrating the country, telling you just as soon as they took over power, Akpabio started this, beginning to campaign for President Tinubu. Within 3 months, they started campaign, taking over. They went to Lagos for something. He's saying, he began to mention that Tinubu, you will come back. 2027 is carry go. They have not even started doing anything in the country. That is the kind of people. They think about their next election, how they want to manipulate.
Imagine the Senate that is supposed to be a political enemy to the executive.
That is the problem we are having.
And now those that are campaigning for them.
Is the one that carried the campaign of Tinubu for head, Akpabio. Is the one. This is the third man in command. And this is supposed to be a separate arm. Even if you want to play politics, then you now look at your office. It's just like being an inspector general of police because president appointed you does not mean you are a toy in the hands of president. The best thing, if the president is telling you to do something you don't like, people that have integrity, is for you to resign. That is how things work. So a situation where we in Nigeria, we don't have any institution functioning, working, except for the executive. How do we think we are moving forward? They have to depend, wait for president to give order. Do you know that our assemblies have to, Akpabio will have to make call, even if president is not around, he will call Femi Gbajabiamila to seek consent before they can pass any bill.
A legislative arm of government that is supposed to antagonize the executive. They are now working hand in hand as if they are brothers and sisters.
They come to you to tell you, Nigerians, we are not a legislature that will come and be attacking president or doing this. We do our own secretly. We are not attacking him, but we are putting making policy supporting the president because of Renew Hope this, which is lies. That is why you see they can't do. EFCC is not going to investigate any legislative arm. That is why I was telling you people, there is nothing like budget padding. It was an agreement between the executive and the legislative arms. This is our own. We have taken our own. This is your own. Because the minister is padding budget. So them are padding their own also. A minister will pad their own, bring those things which they know there is no proof. You put a road for social place you want to, like a road to my place, East-West Road. East-West Road that has taken over almost 30 years, no completion. Every distinct budget, East-West Road is inside. But you don't see the East-West Road. So these are things that happen. So they know themselves. So the executive will come with their own corruption, then them will come with their own. They agree. So there is nothing like budget padding. It was an agreement. Take your own, I take my own. So nothing will happen. Where is the money? Have you asked that they have retrieved them back? That's the next budget. That same thing, street light and all those things will still come again. It's an agreement between them. That is why I am praying, begging Nigerians, we should focus, divert our attention and look at, because what we are looking at every time during election is who wants to be president. We are not really looking to be our legislators. If the lawmakers are independent, they
your mark is seizing, Mr. Labo. Your mark is seizing.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's freezing.
Yes, Mr. Labo.
That's where we find ourselves, you know. A legislative arm of government that is supposed to antagonize the executive is now working hand in hand with the executive because of corruption, because they've compromised completely.
Yes.
That's where we are.
Yes, that's true.
Mr. Labo, are you back? We have lost him. You know, that's the way it is. If you listen to the parliament of, if you listen to UK parliament, whenever the prime minister visit the parliament, if you listen to the kind of
question time,
if you listen to that place, you know that yes, this is real democracy.
Yes, no.
They don't smile with even the opposition party leader.
Yes, no.
They place him there to ask questions.
Yes, no.
But here we don't even have opposition. Here you see people in opposition, they are going to the ruling party because they are broke. They don't have money in their pocket to settle their bills.
They are broke, and also they want to secure their second term.
Yeah, secure their second term.
So that they can access the rigging machine.
Yeah, so that they can access the rigging material, because the election, the electoral bodies has been hijacked by the ruling party. So everybody need to dance there to be able to have access. I just hope that one day nature will just settle it the way nature settle Abacha then.
Well, we just pray and hope for the hope and pray.
Apart from that, I don't see anything apart from the Nigerians getting up to say yes, enough is enough.
Unless Nigerians, wake up, and fight for themselves, because there is no any other way about it. You see, until it affects everybody, and the way it's going to affect everybody is going to be so fast, like it will just eat everybody, boom, 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 like
exactly. Just the way it's eating them in a Benue now.
Yeah, in Benue now, and then the Enugu, some part of Enugu now. That's what
you just need to see chaos everywhere. Then they start running a tasketa.
I don't understand the audacity that these terrorists even have. We're still talking about Benue. They are also at the same time ravaged. They are not even afraid of anything in Nigeria. They believe they can do anything and just get away with it. Whereas Nigerians are still the whole thing is still hot all over the space.
Okay, Jonathan, did you not watch? Did you know they have weird Nigerian military? They see nothing in them. Did you not watch a video that I watched? A video, I was crying, where this terrorists, or whether they are Herdsmen or they are Boko Haram, I don't know. They went into a military barracks, dealt with all of them and pack all of the military, young handsome boys. I was crying. They tied their hand to their back and put them in the machine one by one and take them to somewhere and just, buy all of them. They took them from their military, whether it was a barrack, whether it was a station, whether it was a stationary place where they were placed to fight. I mean, I don't know where it was, but they took
a military base,
and maybe a military base close to somewhere. They entered there. They picked those people. They were confidently videoing them. They tied them one by one and put them in the bike. The bike rider will be at the front. Then the military officer, young boys of about 28, 30, 32 that love this country, that decide to join military to fight. Look at what they did to them. They don't even have weapons to fight these people, because these militants, they've got sophisticated weapons more than what they are holding. So they just have to surrender. They tied their hands to back and put them in the bike, in the middle of each bike, with two terrorists. I took them to the bush and buy all of them.
Cry.
I was crying, bro. I saw this live somebody sent it to my video. I was watching it. I watched it more than 3-4 times. I said, how can you not guarantee these people? They can go to
Can anyone
anywhere.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hearing you now. I think we lost you there.
Oh, my brother. I just they talk, the fire, they go.
Rewind. Rewind.
You have to rewind.
Mr. Jonathan, no, I was even trying to talk, so I can't look my TV. I see Prince Collins, they talk. I said, okay, what is happening?
Make you rewind.
I see your home, they show for me, say you they talk for the distance. I can't look. I call your name, Taya, now you don't answer me. Now I know it's okay. This network don't knock me out. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes ago.
Thank God, it is well. So Nigerians please, I'm begging all Nigerians again. I will come back. Let us come together. These people are few people. I will keep saying it. It will not work in 2027, those things. They believe in violence to win, to right result. That is their hope. Not because they are making everything. You see Yesunwike doing high service in Abuja today. He's doing it because of what? Rita Kingibe has told that she's not going to return. Abuja is not important, but they want to win that 25% now. Although our court have told us that those ones are not important. It's not useful. But still, they don't want to take that chances because they don't know what will happen tomorrow. Imagine what is happening in my state, the injustice. President Tinubu is set now to inaugurate an electoral body that will conduct local government election. And that my unfortunate...
That will be totally unconstitutional.
No, that one is... Which one is that is constitutional with every decision he has been making?
Yeah, it's like taking it to another level now.
That is the thing.
Yeah, they take on constitutional activities graduate on
Mr.
a daily
Jonathan,
basis.
yes, Mr. Prince, you know what happened, Prince Collins? They throw this a state of emergency. The useless set of people that call themselves Simplify Movement, they love the governor so much. They didn't come out to protest. They didn't stand on the road. They are all scared. Now, that same useless set of people, you were abusing Yesu Wike. You removed the signpost of Yesu Wike, even in the local government where they put his name. You people destroy it. I want you to see something today, Mr. Jonathan. Follow me and look at this. The same man you people destroy and pieces in River State. Today, your governor is going to beg, sitting in the same couch with that man. So, how do you people think this man is coming back? They are just using him, manipulating him. When they see, because you see one thing about our politicians, Wike and Mr. President, they do not trust the people of River State. They are not sure. They think they have captured people or they have secured everywhere, but they are not still sure what the people can do. They are still scared that people can react, but they have looked their body language. So every second they will invite Fubara to come to London. They will go to London. So it will dice the tension. You understand? They will make the people will be getting hope. They say May 29, they are going to bring him back. May 29, come and go. Now it's June 12. They say democracy. They want to use that for his Democracy Day speech. Democracies come and go. The next thing you see, you saw Sim Fubara sitting in the same couch with Nyesu Wike, my brother. Now all of them are quiet. How is this same person you people are claiming you are loyal to? They want to bring him back.
The
What
next
is
one,
it?
the next one will be October 1st.
Yes, when we
Independence
get
Day.
to that time, they will bring one thing and renew it. The suspension, not suspension, I'm calling it removal. They will put it this one. They will just be using that. When they put it like that, they will invite him to Abuja again. It's either he will go and see President Tinubu in Lagos or France. Then the people who are his supporters, who are still having hope. Imagine our national president, the INC president for Ijo ethnic nationality, could sit down and say, even if Fubara want to wash plate, lick Nyesu Wike foot, he should do it just because they will return him. The same people who say Nyesu Wike is sick. How do you think Nyesu Wike, who is enjoying River State resources, will bring Fubara back to block? Today, he's the one controlling River State. So people are just fooling themselves. These people, they know what they are doing. After the 12-month removal complete, it's almost time for election. They will find one crisis and put again. Because Fubara cannot win one poll for them, cannot do any violence to give them election. They don't believe in peaceful electoral process. So they know.
That point, that angle that you just raised is very, very important, very critical.
They know that he
Fubara
cannot do anything for them.
You can't give them violence.
He can't give them violence and bring election for them to win. So anything that will make them lose River State, they don't want to take that chances. So people who are still sitting there, that is why I am so upset with my people. How can you people sit quiet? Why don't you people fight and bring back your governor in the right way?
They can't fight. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they should not fight in the first place, even if they have the strength. Let me quickly contribute for 2 minutes. You see, in the first place, who brought Fubara in as a governor? Let's start from there. It's wicked. It's not the people of Rivers. Yes or no? They robbed the people, their mandate. They robbed the mandate of people. They disenfranchised voters. They frustrated the effort of the electorate and installed and brought Fubara in there. He didn't win the election. The people didn't vote for Fubara. Wike installed Fubara in there. First of all, let us get this. And when you are being installed by Cabal, when you are not elected by the people have no mandate to fight for you in the first place, because the power that make you be will also unbe you. You see this Wike, as a matter of fact, you see election. Do you know why they said democracy should be a government of the people, by the people, and for the people? It's 3 tiers. I mean, it's three people that are involved, not 2 people or 1 people. The first people is of the people. That is a government of everybody. Then the second people is by the people. That is, it is the people that will vote that person into power. Then The other one is for the people, and the government must be for the people because the government was elected by the people, so it must be for the people. When the government is not elected by the people and is elected by the few that have hijacked the power, who controls that people? It's the few that hijack the power. That is the suffering that Fobara is suffering right now. If just like let me go to Edo State, for instance. The first term of Oshomole came in through Labour Party and became an aspirant of AC then, because they were looking for credible candidates to fight Professor Osumbo, because there was no credible candidate in another party like APC or whatever, because nobody was there to do the fight. They saw Osumbo as a credible person. He came in as a Labour Party candidate, but they asked him to go into AC. Then he went into AC because the Edo people were tired of ex-governor Lucky Gunedion's system, because he was not doing anything. He was just his government was just nothing but total corruption. There was nothing to show for his 8 years. They were totally tired. They voted massively for Shomole. So the PDP, they bring that election against Shomole. What happened? The people came out because they own the mandate. They came out when Shomole is going to the court. The whole Edo people will be in the court. So the support was overwhelming.
Mr. Collins.
Yeah?
Mr. Collins, who was the president then?
No, I'm coming. No, let me learn.
I want you to. Who was the president? Who was the president then?
Obasanjo was the president.
Oh, will you compare Obasanjo to?
No, listen to. Let me tell you what Obasanjo did. This I was.
It wasn't.
No, let me learn. You see, Obasanjo.
It wasn't Obasanjo. It wasn't Obasanjo. It was Yaradua. Oh, good luck. Those are the people. It was Yaradua and Goodluck that was in power then.
You mean when Oshomole became a governor?
That election. Obasanjo was. It was Obasanjo, not Yaradua. Obasanjo came. It was Obasanjo that called them on phone to announce that result. It was Obasanjo. I was on ground. Obasanjo called the INEC chairman to announce the results, that it was Osumbo that won the election. But the difference was very clear that it was Oshomole that won. Probably at the time they were now in court, and Obasanjo has already left the government. So they went to court. What really brought Oshomole back was that the people were strongly in support of Oshomole, and there was no power of godfatherism around to fight against Oshomole in that judicial process. So, yes. But in this case, you see, for
Mr. Collins, I want to correct one thing. Obasanjo left that 2007.
He left. I know. He left.
Yes. Through the period of them was Yaradua. It was Yaradua. When the people can come to the street and protest, it was Yaradua. And that was the period Yaradua was trying to bring peace in Niger Delta. That was how you can see.
Now let me correct that. I understand what you're trying to say. Let me correct that. If, for instance, let us start from the foundation now, because when we treat the issue at the head, it will look as if we are not looking at the root cause. Let us go to the root cause of the problem. Now, if Fubara was elected by the people and not by wicked power of electoral family relation, if Fubara was elected by the people, do you think Wike would have come around to start attacking him to come and pay what he promised? Can you answer that?
He will still do the same thing.
No, he will not. He will not.
He bought the form for him. He was the one that picked him. See, let us see where the problems come from. From a party primaries is where the problem come. When an individual can pick somebody and say, this is the one. He was a sitting governor. He picked him above every other person and made him the flag bearer of PDP. So there was nothing anybody.
I will not say this. I will not say the same thing.
Now, I want to. When you are saying the people, if it was the people that did it, the election, even if the people pick, he will tell you that he was the one that bought from for them.
No. That's why you are getting it wrong. If he was not involved If he was not involved in bringing out Fubara, he will not be coming out to do anything. I'm telling you.
How will a sitting governor not be involved now?
No, let me tell you. Can Edo State, former Edo State governor, come out now to influence this present governor?
No, because this one, the machineries, the Tinubu has already come to Edo State and told them he's going to give them
It's
APC.
the same thing. It's the same thing.
No.
If the present governor, if the present governor was installed,
did Oshomole, was the Edo people? Did the Edo people not vote for this person in the first time?
Who?
Between Eze Yamu and this person Obaseki.
Obaseki, yeah.
It was a tough election. The Edo people voted for Obaseki, and he won the election.
Okay, did Oshomole not come to fight him?
He did it now.
Did he succeed?
The problem we are having in Rivers State. Did
he succeed?
He did not succeed because
why? Because the people voted Obaseki in. That is where you are getting it wrong. Because the people voted Obaseki, that is why he didn't succeed. If it was Obaseki, if it was Oshomole, that personally.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a supporter. Aside the presidential election, let me tell you something. Aside the presidential election, Labour Party won that one. This thing, governorship election, Wike did not give any other people space to participate. PDP did not write that result as he did in this thing. I mean, I'm not a supporter of them. This is what happened. There was no room for even APC to put their eyes because Tinubu with them. We are talking of the body language of the man on top. They who control the security agencies.
We are saying the same thing. We are saying
the APC government. The APC. That is what I'm telling you. What happened in Edo State will not be possible in Rivers State. The people in APC, which is Toye Cole, could not access. Do you know how many policemen? About 2 policemen lost their life because of that. And we can pack a cultural boys block INEC office.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you know that if Agbado and Oshomole wants this Edo governor out, they can pull him out?
Today, and nothing anybody can do in Edo.
That is exactly what I'm telling you because they put him there. This is exactly what I'm telling you now. They put him there. They can pull him out at any point, and that is why he must be loyal to the end.
Prince, if you are talking like this, you then mix the
no,
thing.
We have to say the fact. If you don't say the fact, the people will not understand. We have to tell the people the fact because when this our present governor was against the will of the people, they forced him there against the will of the people. The power that forced him there, they are the one controlling him right now. If they want to take him out, they take him out.
A person like Tinubu as a president of Nigeria, whether it's a person they put or not the person, if he wants to do what he would do it.
He will do it because he's the one putting them there. He can't do it to anybody that he didn't put in there. Even the one he did not put.
No,
he can't. If he didn't put anybody, he can't.
He can do it. He can do it. Let they talk that one. He can do it. He can do it. Look at Osun State.
You won't believe it.
Look at what is happening. Mr. Jonathan. Sorry, sir. Mr. Jonathan, look at what is happening in Osun State. He hold the allocation. Do you see the governor went to visit? Edo does not have a local government chairman. The governor sacked local government chairman. Is APC government not receiving the allocation? Rivers State allocation was seized because he said governor refused to pass to take the budget to assemblies for them to reconsider it.
To some extent it is correct, but at the same time, it will only be difficult. He can do it, but it will be more difficult for them or for him or for his party to do it. For example, look at the Delta State PDP governor moving to APC. So they can do it if they are not the one that installed the governor. But it will be it's not going to be as easy the way they did in Rivers State or the way they can do it if they want to in Edo State. But not that it will not be impossible for them. They can still manipulate it. First of all, one of the things they will do if they have a governor that they are not the one that installed the governor, they will first of all find something. They will find a way to rope that governor in, either through corruption. EFCC, everybody will be on. Any money that is mismanaged like this, they will just use that to penetrate, and they will begin to shovel it down his throat until it will give up and it will bend. And he will say, okay, what do you,
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
want?
Thank you. So why do you think that everybody is defecting to APC.
Because there are two reasons to it for me. First of all, they are selfish. It's for personal reasons and for corruption. Some of them want to secure their political career, and some of them they have so much against them that they can use against them, especially corruption.
Like the governor of Akwa Ibom State, who left, Akpabio has told him clear that there is no way you can even come back. He made peace with him and begin to work with Akpabio and come to agreement, and immediately he defect. Those are not things that it's not something they will tell you, that this is what we will do. We will write the result. You are not returning, or we will cause confusion. They will tell you, want your state to be like a river state. He was ready for him, so he could not do. I am the third person. So when they begin to give you those kind of word, telling you something, that man could not stand. Udomi man stood against Akpabio. But this one, that is why Kenneth Okonkwo say he's transgenic.
Do you think there's any governor now in Nigeria that can even stand APC if he's confronted?
Yes.
Which one?
What is happening today in Nigeria can only happen in the south. Let Tinubu try it in the northern state. He's trying it in Kano State. Why has he not succeeded? Let him go to other northern state and try. It's happening. He's doing it in south only.
No, I think
to northern and see what will happen.
I think all these things that they are doing right now,
it's happening in the south.
No, I think they are succeeding.
Let him go and try this kind of thing he did in Rivers State, in any northern state, and see their reaction.
No, Mr. Labo, you know why this is?
Because those ones, they don't know. Our people.
Do you know why they are succeeding?
Book, nobody wants to. Those ones don't know what is dead. They believe if they die, they have 7 virgins that they will go and marry in heaven.
No, Mr. Labo, do you know why these things? Do you know why they are succeeding in doing this thing?
So he's only doing those things in the south. That is where you have this thing. And it's a very dangerous one when all of you in the south are making it is a southern something. It's a southern, that is where he's getting it wrong. That is why I'm saying it's not a strategist. You open your hand and be saying everybody should be coming. If it's a smart president, he would have even allowed them remain in PDP, bringing information for him, staying there in the PDP, making sure the party, even if they will succeed, become the governorship this thing. But at least they will work against their own presidential candidate the same way they did in 2023. But this one is backing them.
You know why this
we now know them. So it's going to be difficult. You are going alone. You are not going with the people.
Mr. Labo, can you hear me?
Hunger they are creating in Nigeria, so that everybody will still come for them. That is a deliberate attempt to make people poorer.
Mr. Labo, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello. It's like Mr. Labo,
Okay.
you have lost.
Move round up.
Nadia watch. Okay. Yeah, we have been waiting for you. Since you are ready now. Let's round up. Let's go to 2 minutes. And we can close the show. Mr. Jonathan, can you start, please?
Okay.
Jonathan, only 1 minute don't do for Mr. Jonathan. Don't talk tire.
Yeah, I just want to. You see, our problem. I just want to see.
Hear me now.
We hear you now. We are going for the last round now. 2 minutes.
How person go there for UK? Can't they struggle for network? I've been at me off now from Nigeria.
Now for Nigeria, then they attack you direct.
I don't understand though. I get 5G full bar. I don't know what is happening.
All right, let's round up.
All right.
Let me just say this. You see, our problems. We know our problems in Nigeria. They are very clear. Election rigging. It's double jeopardy for us as Nigerians. Double jeopardy. They cheat us, oppress us, rig our elections. Number one, they rig it, and they do that successfully each and every time. On top of it, to add salt to injury, they will get there and they will begin to steal, padding the budget. So we have to find a way, one stone to kill 2 birds.
Mr. Jonathan.
Stop the rigging and stop the budget padding. Because if we rig,
Mr. Jonathan, it's not padding.
No. Wait, sir. Mr. Alabona, 2 minutes will they do now?
Yeah. See, let me just say this. I think we have to find a way to stop the rigging, make it unattractive to them. Because when politician knows that even if I get there, I can't pad the budget, I cannot recoup my money back, then the rigging will not be attractive anymore. So I think that's one way for us to start looking at it, because it is only in Nigeria, let me just say this lastly, it is only in Nigeria on planet Earth that they will bring out budget and say it is for ABC, and ABC will not be done and nothing happens.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Labo, are you there?
Mr. Labo,
yes, I did. Yeah, this one when Naija Watch don't come now.
Yeah, your last 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Naija Watch, for giving us the opportunity. Nigerians, let's just keep believing. There is hope. There is light at the beginning now, and we will see it even at the middle of the tunnel, even to the end. It is difficult in Nigeria today for you to find credible people. You find few people. Once they see money, people, because of the poverty, hardship, what is happening in the country. If they give you the money, take it, but don't sell your conscience. A new Nigeria is coming. We will push out these people where you will have job, you will no longer depend on politicians. So that is possible. Let us not forget that. We can achieve that if we come together. These politicians, there are few people. They are not up to 5 million people. Security agencies put together, they are not up to 3 million. So if you 50 million of Nigeria can come out during the election and stand and defend your vote, these politicians will not be able to rig any election. Anyone that said your election will not be counted, make sure that you count that person, because our election will be counted in 2027. Mr. Naija was last one, I beg. I don't know because I come in late. Any announcement for the team?
Yes. I've told everybody already that we have Dr. Unisa tomorrow with us, by 8 p.m. So, yeah, thank you, sir.
Is it 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.? Okay.
8 p.m.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right. I'll be there.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Labo. Before I hand over to the CEO, Mr. Naija Sediki, I want to appreciate everyone, especially those in the comment section for their wonderful job they've been doing, those that are still with us. And I want to, plead our indulgence to just use this last minute to press the like buttons, because we still have more people watching us and we've got lesser likes. So it will cost us anything. Let us press the like button and increase our likes so that this program will go far. We can see what is happening in Nigeria right now. It is beyond just human description. If we look at it, we are not at war, but it looks as if we are already in civil war. So everyone, if you know you have a God you are serving, pray for Nigeria. If you've got physical effort, do whatever you can. Speak. Let your voice be loud enough to make a change. And if you do that, maybe in a short while, we might be having that positive direction that we are fighting to have. Because for now, I can't see anything that will make me feel that Nigeria is going to face a positive change as soon as possible. But meanwhile, let's keep speaking and let's keep the flag flying until God will say, yes, this is the time. Thank you very much, everyone. Mama Diaspora, I appreciate you, Mommy, for your good work. And I hand over hereby to Mr. Naija. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oga Prescolis, thank you so much for handling the platform perfectly. I can see the interaction was actually going on between you all. Sometimes the interaction, we need it, not where we call on people to give their submission based on minutes. So interacting with each other is very, very important. But we lost Naija in the process. Why Naija left? Did he manage to give his submission before he left?
No, I called him about 2 times. I think probably he left for a purpose because he didn't answer when I was calling him. Probably he had an emergency or something.
Yes, it happens like that sometimes. Maybe he was doing something else. All right. I was looking forward to hearing from him concerning this situation. But nevertheless, tomorrow is another day. I appreciate you all. Thanks very much, Chris Collins, once again. When we have 1 or 2 person that can help in relieving us here like that, it's always beautiful for me. If not, Mr. Jonathan was there. Many other people were there. So
When I call one person and say they can do it, I'm good to go. Then I sit on the backstage. It's very, very important we do this once in a while. I appreciate you all. Tomorrow by 8 p.m., Dr. Unisa Tanko will be joining us here. All that questions that you all are asking me, please come and ask him tomorrow. Is the number 2 man to Peter Obi. Every question one and also I want to ask both of you, those people on the comment section, those of you that want to call into the show, or those of you that want to join the panel, prepare your question down so that I can answer all of them. Remember the most important question. Don't come here, come they say, thank you, sir. We love you so much. We know the time they take born you. We will know your date of birth. We know how you take. That's not what we are saying here. Let's be serious and ask straight questions. And I believe he's capable of answering any kind of question because the closest person to our principal. I appreciate you all, my people, and my super chat earlier on from Eva Line. Thank you very much. I'm grateful once again. And those of you that called into the show today, Black Panther wanted to join the show. The time you were on the backstage, my brother was not here. So unfortunately, but you don't already give submission earlier on. So tomorrow is another day, my brother Black Panther. Thank you to the Africa for calling in as well. And Mr. Alabo also called in. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And then I'd like to appreciate my people on the comment section, starting with my mother from Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always for what you do for us here. Thank you so much, Abu Azim. God will bless you, my brother. I appreciate you always for your selfless service. Thank you very much, Michael Ranamaro. Love Maduka. Thank you, my people. Madam Pegumodi, Pex Banks, Ikeshuko, Oyedikan. Thank you. It's good to hear from you all the time, Ikeshuko. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Michael Ranamaro once again, and many, many more. Madam Stella Imasevedo, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you for all that you do. And Black Panther. All right, guys, allow us to end the show right now. Tomorrow is another day, so we can continue from where we stop by 7 p.m. But meanwhile, before 7 p.m., always look out for our pre-recorded videos that we do upload. You might get one minimum or maximum. Always look out for that so that can prepare you for our evening broadcast. And for those of you that always listen to our short videos, in case you want to talk about it again on our live stream, always talk about it. I don't want you guys to be relying on me to announce everything before we do show. Once you don't join this panel, you can switch topic. I don't mind as long as it's affiliated with what is affecting us in our country. That's fine. Switching topic doesn't mean you should jump from what we are talking about. You're going to talk about blow. Not be that one with the talk. People, I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Let me give my Oba, my king, a honor. Good night. Bye.